And welcome back to Bonanza High School after our 2-week, I guess you could say, Christmas and New Year's vacation, which, by the way, let us be the latest to wish you guys out there watching us here on Caffeine TV and A7FL.TV a Happy New Year. And we hope and pray that your 2024 is as prosperous and as blessed and greatness as you want it to be. Welcome back. Anthony Alvarez, the Vikings, Scott McCorkle, Chris Ver with you. And my guys, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year.
Ramsey, that is Keith Ramsey, back to receive this 3-on-1 throw-off as Bethal Wilson, number 24, will throw it off for the Alliance. Again, stay warm, stay bundled up. If you're with us on A7FL.TV on YouTube and Caffeine TV, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Well, and this is a challenge
Thank
right
goodness
here.
for A7, man. I've missed you guys the last 2 weeks.
This is a challenge right here. Let me tell you. Look at which direction the wind's blowing. These guys are going to have to throw the ball directly into that wind to get it to go the distance that it normally should.
Shot one time before it started.
Here we go.
Now, again, if Ramsey does not get to the 20.
And
oh,
ball
boy.
in hand.
I have a feeling that's going to happen a lot today.
I believe you're right. So,
but shout out to our media guy, Steve Ashmore. Shout out to the refs, and shout out to the guys working the pylons, making sure all of the field accoutrement stays in order.
Now, just to clarify, if Ramsey did not get back to the 20,
it's a get back.
That would be a get back, and ball and possession would go to the Alliance. So here comes Keith Ramsey. He took one back 2 weeks ago to the house with a running start. He's at the 45. He's at midfield, down the sideline, still on his feet, across the 40. Tough to bring down. It took all three. Well, he didn't even get tackled, but he gets put down at the 40. So that is
the energy.
Good field position for over the top to start. And, of course, the question is who will be at quarterback, and it looks like Mr. Tannehill is in there.
We're seeing a lot of
quarterback, and there's some beef up front for OTT, Scotty.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to bring up that we do see a couple of hoodies and head coverings up there. I just wanted to go over the rule real quick before the play gets to starting. Hoodies can be worn on the head and are okay just for the fall brawl only. If for any reason it comes off, even during the play, it's a 15-yard penalty. We'll get back to this after the play.
Two backs.
As we get to see them setting up.
Tannehill
Fika playing linebacker.
And Fika's not wearing any sleeves. And here's Delaney, cuts back inside, tries to go to the outside, and cuts back inside and gets to about the 38-yard line, so about a 2-yard gain there for Calvin Delaney.
It's a lot of work for 2 yards.
Being used in the backfield, but there was a lot of beef up front for OTT.
The only, just to jump back to the hoodie rule, the only instances in which it will not be a 15-yard unsportsmanlike is when it's a forcible contact to the head and neck by the defense or a horse collar tackle. If it falls off while you're running, that's an unsportsmanlike. Puffy jackets and hoods are not allowed.
2nd down and 8. It's back to Delaney to the far side. Delaney gets a little bit of room.
Looking for contact.
And he found some contact, and there's some jibber-jabbering going on in the early going and trying to see who made the tackle for the Alliance.
You know, I think we're going to see a lot of running plays in this game and throughout today because the wind is just so bad. I think that short passes are going to be the only way to go.
Screens.
Anything long, forget it. Well, even with screens, because of the direction now that the wind's blowing, because you got to throw it across the field, the wind's going to take that ball.
I expect to see a lot of motion.
Yes.
3rd down and 3. That is Sean Mallard and Delaney in the backfield. And it's Mallard to the inside. Mallard looking to get to the outside, across the 30.
So they're going to have to do something, some type of blocking assignment or some kind of blocking scheme to try and disrupt the big guys from the Alliance getting back there because Delaney's having to make a lot of moves in the backfield before he even gets to the line of scrimmage. Now, granted, it's short yardage, but they're kind of getting torn up right now on the offensive line.
But the problem that I'm seeing with this isn't the fact of the offensive line. What I'm seeing is they're not sealing the edge. They're trying to run around the edge. They're not sealing the edge. So right now,
they're having issues with number 60.
With this lineup, though, you're looking at four down linemen.
That'd be
yeah, that's MDB Betts.
And there's a flag on the play. Tannehill does not get the first down. He is forced out of bounds on a great play.
One thing about Tannehill is he carries that ball like a loaf of bread.
That was by
which scares
Javion Michael.
The ball is live. You can get away with that in flag, man. You can't do that out here because we can take the ball from you. If you put it up there, a solid-minded defensive player is going to just reach up, grab it, and take off.
The penalty was on over the top. The penalty obviously declined, and now the Alliance will get their first possession of this afternoon. Like I said, the wind.
Good stop on 4th and short.
The wind was out. Yeah, it was a great tackle by Javion Michael, number 3. But like I said, the elements will play a huge factor in this game, and it's only going to get worse as the sun goes down. as it is currently 1:11 past the hour.
Another high-impact player is crowned down here with the hood on the bottom of your screen for the Alliance. High-energy, high-impact player. And they got him singled out down low.
Trying to see what number he is.
0?
No, he is 13.
13? Oh, my bad.
It is.
Oh, I'm looking at the DB's wearing 0.
I believe that is.
So that's technically what Daniel Oakley just did is technically a penalty.
And there goes Morales to the far side.
Oh, and he gets backed
Good
up. Was that one of the
That was one of the Ramseys.
Ramseys?
And Mr. Walker, number 97.
both
Actually, it was
of
both
them.
Ramseys.
Both of them
I
were
beg
in
your
on
pardon. And that is Deion Fox back in a quarterback. Good to see him
With
back
these
there on the
powers,
field.
we combine.
Right? Wonder Twin Powers activate indeed.
Oh, why did I just think of the people from SpongeBob? The two old dudes, Barnacle Boy.
Second down and 8, a 2-yard gain.
They got a beefy line. The Forces normal line playing for Deion Fox. Mondo's been dealing with an injury.
Well, I think Fox is one of the
Oh,
ones.
ball
Oh, there's a fumble.
Oh, right behind him.
And the Alliance fall
OTT
back on
missed
it.
I cannot say his name. I'm going to say Junior, number 18. Ooh-wee. I am a sour cream citizen, and I should not attempt that.
Tuli Masai.
Well, he missed on picking up that fumble. Unfortunately, man, you got to just fall on it. He tried to scoop and score. I get where he's coming from, but being down there and all that mess, you kind of just,
Tuli
it's going to get kicked.
Masaila.
Just drop.
Tuli Masaili. Obviously, I'm going to say the name very, very slowly, obviously.
Oh, yeah. I'm not even
because that you got to try to enunciate. But nonetheless, it's 3rd and 13 for the Alliance with
they got him at
10:57 to
DN.
go here. It's back to Morales. No, he's going to throw it. Fox
Oh,
going
look at that ball.
downfield.
Held up.
And the ball is going to be picked
Easy
up by
pick.
OTT, picked up there by Brooks.
Oh,
Ooh.
good hit. Is that
So,
Deion?
Deion Fox is in that quarterback, which
Yeah.
Was that his tackle?
But
That
that's
was
what I'm
actually,
saying. Did you see how that ball
It was
fluttered?
Deion.
yes.
And that's
it hit the wall.
exactly that's exactly what's going to wind up happening. I mean, you have to if you're going deep today, you better put that ball on the line. And if you don't have the arm to do that, you better not do it at all.
And this is just to go back on clarification that the ever so great Derek Duncan made not too long ago. That tackle on the sideline, he pushed him out of bounds. He wasn't trying to take his head off or anything like that. He was pushing him out of bounds to stop the play. You don't have to wrap up in that instance. You can't just try to boom people off the sideline, but you can just push them out of bounds.
So 10:28 to go here in the first quarter. Anthony Alvarez, Chris Vera, Scott the Viking McCorkle. First game of 3 here on Caffeine TV and A7FL.TV. It's the Alliance. It's OTT. It's scoreless. Brooks with the interception for OTT as they take possession at the 44-yard line.
What I do like out of OTT's offense is it does kind of seem
And
like
there
they're going
goes
for
G. Hurd up the middle, gets to the 35-yard line, gets a good gain on first down.
All right, so Ramsey's hurt a little bit. G. Hurd was picked up and dropped on top of Ramsey. That's a big, solid man.
Well, as I always say,
He's going to get up and he's going to be all right.
well, as I say, the titanium is strong with G. Hurd.
Oh, that was G. Hurd that was down.
And, of course, G. Hurd will take it to the sideline.
Oh, yeah,
All
that
right.
titanium popped out. It popped back in again. He'll be all right.
To those that are here in the stands, God bless you for braving these elements.
We got some real
Football
Got some
fans.
real fans.
real fans and family out here. I can't wait to see how many of these sick with it insomniacs folks show up. They have some hooligan-style fans.
That they do. Alliance
Oh, the
showing
blitz coming from safety.
And a great
Nothing.
stop. Oh,
Oh,
boy.
big man.
Was that Brooks with the carry?
Latrell? Was that Latrell with the stop, number 6?
Mr. Fleming, yes. Trying to see who that was on the carry, and that looked like it was Brooks, number 16, that got the interception. Even with the sun out, it's kind of hard with the sun and those red, bright numbers for the Alliance trying to get their numbers out, but we will do the best we can from our vantage point, fans. 9:02 to go here in the first quarter. Scoreless. OTT on a 3rd and 3, trying to capitalize off this interception by Brooks, thrown by Deion Fox. Ball is spotted at the 40 or at the 37-yard line. They need just inside the 33 for a first down. Tannehill's going to put it up for the first
that's
time.
a huge flag.
There's a flag, and Tannehill's going to run for it. He's got the first down, but cueing the penalty, it
He's
might
gonna
come
get
back.
crushed.
And Ficatuli's on his horse, and Tannehill alertly runs out of
bunch of
bounds.
chirping.
But we will check the flag.
It's a whole bunch of. We're gonna go ahead and check a replay on this.
Here it is
But
again.
he really just reached out and grabbed. I think we might have missed it, but he just reached out and grabbed him by the jersey as he ran by.
So it's holding an OTT, which negates the first down. And now
That was a combination horse collar tackle holder.
And that'll make it now 3rd and 13 with 8:37 to go. Again, OTT and the Alliance, basically you can call this a playoff game for both teams. The Alliance coming in with a 1-1 record.
And now I just want to point out that for the young linemen out there, that's why I've heard people say you block with your feet first. You got to get your feet moving. He reached out to try and grab him instead of kick stepping back to try and keep his body in front of him. And that's what happens. You end up getting beat. You're reaching for something. And if you grab a hold of him, now you've definitely lost yards.
8:24 to go here in the first quarter. And now OTT backed up with a huge 3rd down predicament
It's
on
a big
3rd and
D line
13.
for the Alliance. Daring them to throw the ball.
Tannehill will try to put it up
Nobody rushed.
over the middle.
Gave him a
Caught!
wide open.
And a first down for over the top as the big man.
Oh, we're not saying his name. Junior.
As Junior Tuli Masiale makes the catch. But big man with football.
Now big man's limping though a little bit.
Yeah, but he did his job. He got the catch for the first down.
He's fresh off the couch, man. He's just getting warmed up. That's all that is.
Yeah,
Is that what that is?
I don't know. I
Sounds
don't even
good.
know the man, but it sounds good for him.
Sounds
doesn't matter. He gets the big 3rd down conversion. And see, you were talking about, Chris, passes like that might be how you might win this game
That's
today.
the only way.
It's a
short passes today is the only thing that you're going to win with,
And not just in yardage either.
Exactly.
Like a short distance pass.
So going against the wind, you better have an arm.
Was that just
going
a
with the
man
wind,
time
you got to be very careful because the ball's is going to take off on
That's
you.
a teammate right there.
Here we go. It's Delaney and it's Ramsey in the backfield. We got a declaration by DeMario Hughes. And it's Delaney up the middle trying to come to the outside. Delaney
Good
has
run,
the
Delaney.
corner. Still on his feet. Gets to the 15-yard line.
Delaney runs hard.
He does, but the thing about it is you see him bounce it. And it's a good thing he bounced it, but the thing about it is if he bounced to his left, he had a little bit more room to run than when he tried to bounce it to the outside.
So
I think maybe he's just not used to having the better blocking after playing with this team for a while. You know what I mean? Like maybe he's not used to trusting that blocking backside to cut back. You got to trust
You
your
might be
blockers.
right. You have to. And the thing about it is he set up his blocker perfectly, but the thing I don't understand is with that setup,
He didn't
bounce
use
it to the inside.
OTT on a good 7-yard gain by Calvin Delaney.
Or it just could be that he was moving so fast he missed it, and maybe he'll hit it next time.
Well, it's all about patience when you're running the ball, especially when you're waiting for your blocks to come open. Again, it's Delaney, and now Ramsey lines up in the slot. And the lone back is Delaney.
I'd watch that same roll right with them coming over the top.
And we got a false start on over the top that's going to back them up 5 yards. And right now it seems like whenever OTT gets some momentum, they shoot themselves in the foot.
These are a little couple hiccups.
You know what? And the thing about it is you, as a wide receiver, you're sitting right in front of the ref. Make sure that you're still and ready to go.
Yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't be – in this case, there is no ball to look at, so you should be listening to the cadence.
Again, the temperature is 47 degrees.
And in the A7FL, you cannot change or alter your cadence at whatsoever. So there's really no
reason to jump.
reason for it. And the defensive line is not allowed to flinch at you. That's a 5-yard penalty on them.
Under 6 minutes to go. Anthony Alvarez, Scott the Viking McCorkle, and Chris Vera with you. First game of the day. The Alliance and over the top, on the move on 2nd and 8. And a give up the middle. Nice run there by Quincy Harris.
Good tackling by the Alliance.
And they'll try to make this a very third and manageable play.
You know, the interesting thing, too, is you're seeing 19.
And we got a penalty against the Alliance.
Oh, we did?
Look at the rotation they're running. The Alliance is doing good about getting people in and out of the game. They're making sure that people are staying warm, but at the same time, they're not getting people extra tired.
Well, depth is really going to play a huge factor in these games tonight because, again, you want to keep yourself loose. You want to keep your body warm because, obviously, it is very cold on that field. And given that you're playing on turf, I'm sure that doesn't help.
And it's going to get colder as we go through this day.
Correct.
So the last 2 games are going to be pretty cold.
Tannehill going to the end zone.
And watch that ball.
Looking for Jonathan Earl, and a flag is down. Thrown late. 2 flags thrown down.
Latrell Fleming is bullying
And it
OTT
is going to
right
be PI against the Alliance. And this may
Well,
put up half the distance to the goal for
So-
OTT.
We saw it earlier. We saw the ball hit the wall and basically come back. In this case, you saw the ball float and keep going.
If we look at the flags, we can see which way the ball, like the wind, is going. It's been going in the same direction since the game started.
Yes. And I think what we're starting to see is, the quarterbacks have to get used to that. This is going to be a difficult game for them because if you're going into the wind, more arm. If you're going with the wind, less arm and more touch. So this is going to be an interesting piece. If you're not running the ball, you better be very careful throwing it.
And this is what kind of separates the top-tier teams in all divisions. Like when the weather and stuff starts to play a role, how can you adjust? Are you playing chess or are you playing checkers? If you're just trying to jump over the person next to you,
G Hurd at quarterback, ball at the 1 yard line. G Hurd.
Oh, come on!
We got a false start on over the top, and that's going to back him up again. And again, that has been the story of this drive.
I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt.
It has been OTT shooting themselves in the foot with a penalty here and there. So now they were at the 1. Now they're backed up to the 6. Still first and goal, 4 over the top as we're nearing the 5-minute mark as we're trying to get our first score of the ball game. Of course, over the top basically have to win out and get some help to qualify for the playoffs. The Alliance, if they win, should be in good shape for the playoffs as they are currently the 4th and last seed in the seeding.
First and goal for OTT.
G Hurd will again stay at quarterback. And a great tackle by Ficatulli as G Hurd is still fighting. And Ficatulli has just a tremendous motor, as we've talked about so many times. But of course, when you're trying to tackle a man like G Hurd,
it's a difficult
it's
task.
hard. It's hard. I've been there. It's not cool.
The thing about it is when they did the motion, I think what they were hoping for was that they would get the defensive, the cornerbacks to bite.
Yep.
They stayed home.
I like it when they bite.
And I think that was the difference in that play.
So here we go. It is G Hurd again.
Stuffed.
And the Alliance defense denying him the end zone.
Running straight at that big D line for what?
So here's the situation, though. With that, they're back to the original.
They're back to the 1 yard line.
Yep, back to the original line of scrimmage.
So, gentlemen, I ask you to put your cap on as a coach. What call do you play?
G Hurd dive.
G Hurd dive. That's what.
Yeah, I mean, and you run it at the weak side, whichever side you feel is the weak side.
Look, in this case, it'd be simple for me.
So
we've been talking about the defensive end crashing
or pitch.
So it'd be simple. Pitch it
toss.
outside, but have a motion man come down and crack the defensive end.
Yep.
All you have to do is get in front of him.
Yep.
That's all you have to do.
Don't crush them anymore.
No.
We have rules against that.
Yes, but you can get in front of him.
I mean, as a DN,
the Alliance just called it. So the Alliance just called a timeout. So now both teams at the sideline in their respective huddles, trying to strategize what their opposition might run here.
Well, I think if
you're expecting dive,
if you're OTT, this is 2-down territory. You have to go forward on 4th. There's just no question about it.
So do you think points will be at a premium today?
I do, especially with this wind. I think it's really going to be at a premium. So what you really need to do is what you really need to do is look at this and say, okay, we're on the 1. We've got 2 plays, 2 chances to get it in the end zone.
So just for the viewers, you can jump over the line, right?
To dive in?
Yep.
Yes, you can leave your feet. This isn't
flag.
So you can be like Walter Payton and dive over the top.
Hop, Ocho Cinco front flip right over the top.
That's
what
think,
play I'm calling.
Well,
I don't know who's going to do it, but I'm calling it.
I think this is going to be a dive play up the middle. And
it is Harris and G.
Or fake dive, try and get Tannehill on the outside.
It is Harris. Harris trying to get the edge, and Harris is going to get in for an over-the-top touchdown.
That's tough.
Quincy Harris got to the corner, got inside the pylon, and over the top does indeed capitalize off the interception and finds the end zone first.
Now, with how hard – now, this is one of the games and this is one of the instances in which I will say that that I think you might want to consider going for 1 just because how the ball has been moving on both sides of the ball. You don't want to miss your chance for 2, but I would still end up going for 2, but I would understand the thought process for going for 1. And – so now going after going for
they're going to do you. Yep. They're going to go for 2.
They're going for 2, which I'm happy for, but you haven't been getting that many yards on these run plays.
And it's Ramsey, and he is going to go absolutely nowhere.
Yeah.
So here we go.
But he got 5 yards though. That's the thing.
Yes, he did. So with 3:54 to go, hold your thought. 3:54 to go. We're going to take this real quick timeout. It's OTT 6, the Alliance nothing. You're watching the Fall Brawl on Caffeine and A7FL.TV. Don't go anywhere. We will be back for the 3-on-1 throw-off. And welcome back. It's the 3-on-1 throw-off. And, ooh, nice throw there by Ramsey. No, it does not go out of bounds.
He caught it out of bounds, though.
Not good there by Mr. Hayden.
So what's the call on that? Does anybody?
If he steps out of bounds, the ball is spotted where.
Down, right?
Oh, it's ball in hand.
I think it bounced out of bounds before he caught it.
Okay, so it's ball.
Because the hash on this side of the field, the hash marks are in bounds. But on the opposite side of the bound of the field, where the hash begins,
yes,
is where the out of bounds starts.
So
I believe it was out of bounds.
So Isaiah Hayden, who took 3 back to the house on opening day, who was very capable of taking it all the way, will get a running head start.
Isaiah Crib Call Hayden.
Good nickname.
From the 25. With 3:54 to go here in the first quarter. Of course, you know the 3-on-1 is an untimed down. He's across the 40, 45, trying to get to the edge. And there goes Mr. Ramsey, who is right there with him.
It just happens to be 2.
He's got the ball away!
What do we got? What do we got?
Ramsey
Referees are talking.
Ramsey came up with it.
I think he's got the ball.
Let's see.
Give him the
See
ball.
what we got.
Give him the
See what we
ball.
got.
He bullied him.
Hold on, no call yet.
They're going to say he's down.
No!
And the Lions will keep the ball.
I need to see that replay.
Hold on. Let's take a look.
Well, we can't.
Come on, Jersey. I know you
We're
can
gonna
cut
have to
one
wait.
for me.
See if what we got. See if they call up. You know, because they can challenge us.
Yes, they can.
Oh, I would. Come on, challenge. I'm going to turn this into a 5th grade cafeteria. Chug.
Is OTT going to challenge this?
I don't know. They're talking about it, so we've got a discussion at midfield.
Okay, they're not
So
going
it
to challenge
doesn't look like they're going to challenge.
It's going to stay Alliance ball.
No, I don't. Throw the red hanky. Throw the hanky.
Well, I mean, that was a heck of a play by Robert Ramsey to just take the ball
Both
away
of the
from
Ramseys.
Hayden.
It was both of the Ramseys.
Yeah, well, they're always making a play. But nonetheless, it'll be the Alliance ball at about the 47-yard line.
At this point in time, if they want to challenge, they're going to have to call a timeout.
Yep.
So you're going to say that forward progress was stopped.
Heard. Perfect clarification from the field, direct up to the office, is that forward progress was called dead before the ball was ripped away, which is a good call by the refs.
So here we
Appreciate
go.
the clarification, guys.
Fox in at quarterback for the Alliance as they now trail 6-0 with 3:53 to go here in the first quarter.
Looking at a dive play right here, I think. See what happens.
And it gave there.
Oh,
And
he's
he's
gone.
got room, and he is gone. Wilson Wilson takes it straight up the gut, and the Alliance answer back on a one-play drive on a 47-yard touch. Oh, my goodness.
Let's
That
go
is
ahead and check
incredible.
this again. Chris called the dive like a magician. And look at Oakley just get sealed.
And Wilson,
I believe that was Reginald Black.
And Wilson just went straight up the gut.
I think that was Big Reggie Black with the Supreme face mask on and just turned Oakley. And we talked about this last week. You don't have to overpower the guy.
No.
If you turn his shoulders,
He
then
has
you
no
got
place
the
to go.
crease. And Oakley's a strong, good D lineman, and Reggie just kind of turned him into Reggie right there.
Mathau Wilson went straight up the gut and found the end zone, and OTT trying to get another player on there. They just do get it. And
Ooh, look
it's
at that.
reverse. And walking into the end zone for the conversion is Nafees Sims.
And a very respectable play. Ramsey looked like they were both falling, and he held them up. I like to see
So
it.
the Alliance answer back after throwing an interception, and OTT takes it for a touchdown. The Alliance answer back as Mathau Wilson goes straight up the gut and finds the end zone, and they get the conversion. So you said championship points might play a part right now. It's
Yep.
a 1-point lead for the Alliance with 3:30 to go here in the first quarter.
And like I was talking about earlier, I think the wind is what plays into that.
I think so, too.
Like if you're a pass-based team, and that's where you're normally getting your yards, you gotta
You're gonna have
just go
troubles.
for one. Just go for the one. Get the push and go. And
So-
again, huge shout out to the line for the Alliance. Technically the line for the Force. No, it's good coaching. It's good playing. That was a great seal. Great run up the middle.
And I'll keep Tony Romoing it and making those calls before the play actually happens. Look,
See, I'm a defensive guy. I immediately thought of Ray Lewis. Because if you listen to him mic'd up, he would call the plays.
yes.
Before, as they were, it's so scary.
Fika Tuli will throw it off.
Well, and
He
keep
might
in
be
mind,
one of the only ones on the team with an arm strong enough to throw into the wind.
and I don't know that because this wind is blowing pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
Keith
Here we go.
gonna
Ramsey
leave that
back
alone.
to receive, and it is just getting there.
Oh,
At the 25, Ramsey gets to the far sideline, gets across the 45-yard line, and
Stepped
it'll
out of
step
bounds.
bounds right there at the 40. So OTT will have their second offensive possession. They
And
cap
I
it-
think
go ahead.
sometimes these guys forget as they're running down the sidelines because you see the hash marks and you think, oh, okay,
it's in line. You got
the
it
numbers
up
are
the
on the back side of the hash marks, so that's out of bounds. And what they don't realize is the front side of the hash marks as we're looking at it from our side, from our viewpoint.
And we've tried the tape thing. It just doesn't stick. You can see it out there. It just
Yeah.
kind of rolls away.
Yeah, I mean, it is
On
what
the
it
hotter
is.
days, the tape seems to stick better.
Gee, I wonder why.
It gets sticky when it's hot.
Again, for those that you were expecting us to be on Fox 5.2, we will be on Fox 5.2 for the nightcap between the Hunters and the Alienators, but you'll catch all three games, obviously, on Caffeine and A7FL.TV.
I like caffeine.
So
So a lot of people do.
So the interesting part about this, I'm sure that you guys are kind of paying attention to the alignment. I'm seeing some different players in there playing defense for the Alliance.
They have a steady rotation. They're keeping guys fresh. I like it. Coach
Well,
is
I
paying
like what they're
attention.
doing on the defensive line for sure, but you're seeing a lot of the same guys in the secondary.
So Jordan Davidson in the YouTube feed just said the hole was so big that Derek Duncan could have ran through it.
Hey, you leave Derek Duncan alone.
Tannehill
I like
will keep it
Keeper.
himself
Great read.
and
Ooh.
knocked out of bounds. And the Fee
some
Sims on the side
theatrics.
and the Fee Sims on the sideline does a flop job.
Oh, that was LeBron-esque.
Oh, anyway. We'll see. We'll see what happens on this next play. So I
I've
don't
seen
know.
Neymar do something like that.
Well, to me, that was a setup play.
Yeah.
This is a setup play. You want to see what the whole defense is doing. They all ran with him. So now, if you wanted to bring somebody on a crossing route, it'd be perfect. A little bit deeper.
I would screen them. Look how tight they're
No,
playing. as a
the whole
defense.
point about it that is if you send them in motion,
Look, and they sat on that one
And
too.
that's Joe Magana in at
That's-
quarterback.
Look, you see how you called that,
Yep.
and then they were disciplined enough
To
to
stay home.
maintain to stay
Yes.
home and maintain their assignments, and it worked out because they didn't go crashing in there. They were trying to take advantage of that.
Joe
aggression.
Magana gets 3 yards, so now it makes it a 3rd and 7 for over the top as they trail 7-6, under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Anthony Alvarez, Chris Vera, and Scott the Viking McCorkle, glad we're back, and glad you're back with us also. As the wind continues to blow on the goalpost, you can see it.
Oh,
My goodness. Oh,
that's him again. That's Fleming.
Oh, baby. The Trail Fleming.
So far, we're going to go to jump to a replay right here. I don't know what move he put on this lineman.
Was it a swim move?
I'm hoping I can see it, but
I think it's an arm over.
Just an arm over. Let's take a look.
Just an arm
they're
over
crowding
move.
the line, letting them know they're coming.
No, he just came straight through.
Yeah. Oh, just a missed block by
Yeah,
Junior.
that's a missed assignment. He just came straight to the gap.
Yeah.
Bless you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Salud. Sancho.
Sorry about that.
We will see if OTT will surrender, which is the new version of our throw-off. They
For
surrender
fourth down.
for fourth down. But OTT calls a timeout, so each team has 2 timeouts here in the first half with a minute.
Can I call it giving up cheeks?
Well,
Call it whatever you like, sir.
That's one analogy you can make.
Yes.
But yes,
I'm
just
not mad at you for calling
but
that.
just to clarify,
I don't wanna. That's what we should call it. We got to say it just like that every time.
Just to clarify, if OTT decides to throw the ball up, which is the A7 version of a punt, because as you know, we do not kick in the A7FL, that is called a surrender, as they are surrendering the ball back to the opposing team. And, of course, they get back on the 3-on-1. If the returner does not get to the 20-yard line, possession goes back to the other team.
And shout out to the guy in the chat from South Carolina right now. Flag does transfer. It does transfer very well over. There's got to be leagues around you. We're opening up everywhere. East Coast definitely has a whole lot of squads out there.
Well,
there's got to be somebody close.
Well, we will start the 10th anniversary season with 26 teams. And it's going to be Mr. Hayden.
Well, and keep in mind, too, this is
into
throwing
the-
this way
with the wind.
with the wind, but he should be able to throw this right out of bounds if he wants to.
No, it's almost like a line drive throw, and it's caught by Hayden. And here comes Hayden from about the 15-yard line. He's across the 20, 25.
Oh,
Ball's
he
on
puts
the
the ball
ground,
on the ground.
picks it back up, but that might go to his advantage. He's across the 35 and gets to about the 39-yard line. And here comes this replay of this return by Isaiah Hayden. It was a line drive throw there by Keith Ramsey.
Yeah, we've got one of the Ramsey brothers down right now on the other side, number 97.
That would be Robert Ramsey Jr.
I think he's limping just a little bit. Hopefully he'll be all right.
Ramsey forced the fumble, but he picked it back up.
Almost worked to his advantage.
Almost worked to his advantage because if you would have gotten the edge in the corner, he might have taken it all the way. But then again, you got very good speed with Delaney and Keith Walker, 2 of the best returns for OTT in the 3-on-1, certainly in the fall per se.
Correct.
Of course, Delaney back in week 1 had one of the best 3-on-1s ever. And this is Crown on the far sideline, and Crown right there at the markers. Looks like he has the first
Good
down.
run, Crown.
Can we call that what it was? It looked like an Olay.
Of course.
He didn't put his
want
head
this
down.
tackle.
He didn't go after it. It looked like he Olayed him.
Of course, that's going to make me reminisce of the Major League scene. Come on, Dorn, get in front of the ball. Don't give me this Olay.
Reggie Black checking out.
28 seconds to go in the first quarter. 7-6 lead for the Alliance, I beg your pardon. As McTowell Wilson scored a touchdown for the Alliance, and Harris scored for Over the Top.
Thank you, Jordan Davison, for the help in the chat. Appreciate you, man.
And we'll see if this play will get off, and it will not. So after one period of play here in the Fall Brawl, the Alliance and Over the Top trying to fight for their playoff lives. This is the Fall Brawl on Caffeine and A7FL.TV. We will be back.
Bye.
And welcome back to the Fall Brawl in the start of the second quarter. Anthony Alvarez, Chris Vera, and Scott the Viking McCorkle with you.
Hello.
7-6, the Alliance lead, and it's a fake. Fox
he
slips, and he's going to fall down. So anyhow, first quarter stats brought to us by the Control Center, and our thanks to Cole at the Control Center. Pass yards, OTT 24, the Alliance none. Rush yards, 54-36, advantage Alliance. Of course, OTT forced the one turnover. Total yards, 60-54 in favor of OTT.
Was this a slip, or did somebody actually grab his ankle?
No,
he
it was a
slipped.
Straight slip. So we talked about this in the last couple of games. When this field gets cold, you've got to be very careful. It gets real slick.
Keep your feet underneath you.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Usually it's not a bad thing.
This looks like another dive play or off tackle.
And that is a
Oh, he changed his mind.
He bounced
it. Was, but
and
he bounced
that,
it. Whoops.
And that is Edward Martin, who had 3 touchdowns back in week 1. And shout out to those of you watching us live from Switzerland. Bless your heart. Welcome to the A7FL.
Worldwide
reaching out.
So they're able to get back to the line of scrimmage on that run after the slip.
Sets up 3rd and 10. And again, the elements playing a big factor in this.
Now, this is going to be interesting because if they're going to throw this pass, Fox has to be careful.
Yes, he does.
The ball's going to get away from him. And if you have a deep safety, I'd be looking for an overthrow.
Yep. I would bring Mondo across on the drag, fake the dive.
Morales in motion.
Oh,
it's back up to
Martin.
Dive. And Martin has a hole, has the first down, still on his feet,
young man.
inside the 30,
Rumble, young man,
down to the 25-yard line. Nice run there by Edward Martin.
Now, again, when you sit there and you watch this play develop, watch the offensive lineman turn the shoulders of the defensive lineman to give them that alleyway. That's a big enough alleyway for all of us to run through.
And the communication of them working together with different on different teams throughout the years, they were talking. You can see them pointing out which guys they're going to pick up and who's coming free.
Who's got what assignment.
That's what it takes to run the ball like that. And this is what the top-tier teams have to do. Alliance are trying to make the jump.
And a give up the middle, and that is
good stop. Good stuff right there.
Trying to see the number for the Lions on that ball carry.
Oh, ball carry, I'm not sure. 49 was the tackler. Who do we have on 49 for OTT?
There is no 49.
Or am I?
That was number 19.
19.
My bad.
That was just a big 19.
That was Judson Jones, 19, that made the tackle for OTT. Still trying to figure out who carried the ball for the Alliance, but still nothing yet.
Very hard to see them if they don't have their backs to us. Very, very difficult. You saying that's number 24?
24 it looks like.
Wilson.
That was Wilson then, who took the touchdown in the
2-4.
first quarter. Took it 52 yards.
Lined up in a pistol.
And it's a fake.
Oof.
Rolling out to his right is Fox. Fox looking, throwing pass, and too high. No! Looking for Crown, incomplete, and the ball just sailed on him just a little bit.
I don't know if that was too high for Crown. I think he jumped a little early.
But, Chris, you're talking about it on throws like that. It has to be on the line and on a dime.
Yes.
Because you can't float it. You can't put
the window grab it, yeah.
The window take it away.
This is where you need, as a quarterback, this is where you need to understand what touch is, and this is where you've got to put it on your receiver, because the ball is going to change directions against that wind.
So it sets up a 3rd and 7 for the Alliance, and there's a declaration by the Alliance at the line. Looked like Nafis Sims declared it's Morales.
Oh,
and a great tackle there.
Great
Junior.
tackle. Great
Junior
tackle
makes
right
the stop
there.
again, big number 18, and that sets up a 4th down situation for the Alliance. With 10:55 to go here in the first half, a 7-6 Alliance lead, which, Chris Vera, you said earlier that points might be at a premium in this game, certainly with the conditions playing a factor in this game so far.
Well, I think when we're looking at this, we're going to have points will be at a premium today, especially with this wind, because we know that it's going to be a running game.
4th and 7, they need
some
just
teams are built for it.
inside the 13 for a first down. Morales up the middle.
Oh!
Morales.
He's
The
gonna
pinning
be
on the
just
spot
shy.
looks like it's going to be short. Yes, it is. Ball back to OTT on
That's
downs.
unfortunate.
So 10:22 to go here in the first half. 7-6 lead for the Alliance. And OTT will get the ball after they forced the Alliance to turn the ball over on downs.
Not sure. That's normally a play where Mondo will be able to fight for those extra couple of yards. Now, we know we was dealing with a bit of a nagging little issue.
Yeah,
Well,
you see the little bit of a limp on the sideline.
He's got a bit of a hitch in his giddy up. I'm wondering if that just takes away from your ability to put the foot in the ground.
No. I think what was going on with that play, if you watch it again, what you'll see is he's going to try to step out of the tackle, and the defender did a really good job of wrapping up both legs so he couldn't step out of the tackle.
Oh, so we're learning how to tackle in this league.
You can say that.
We've been hitting in Vegas. Now we're just figuring out how to tackle, I guess. Oh, no.
Well, now that we're
I'm
in
pretty
this
handsy.
situation, let's see. It's a dive up the middle.
Way to wrap up.
And that is that Delaney? that looks like it's Calvin Delaney, and
That's a big dude.
It is Calvin Delaney on the carry.
He ran into a wall.
Oh, that's Flowers.
Yep, Flowers. He ran into
Yeah,
Flowers.
that's a
Flowers
big
is a
dude.
wall, man. You're not going through him. You better learn to go around him.
And that's talent coming from talent, too, because his dad is one heck of a photographer.
Yes, he is.
Give him his flowers while he yet lives. Of course, we are counting down to the 10th anniversary season of the American Sevens
He
Football
just
League.
grabbed him and pushed him away.
And Tannehill running up the
Ooh.
middle to the outside.
outside.
Close to a first down. He's going to be a couple of yards short. But again,
Sorry,
March
he
the
got
24th.
some good yards.
March the 24th is our 10th anniversary season as the Las Vegas Insomniacs look to defend their championship, looking to repeat, as the teams from the Northeast looking to rebound and try to reclaim the crown. So join us March the 24th as we throw it off, our 10th anniversary season of the American Sevens Football League.
Well, I think one of the things that we saw right there with Tannehill trying to take it around the corner, we did not see a wide receiver block, and we didn't see that anybody kind of sealed off that end, which cost them that corner.
3rd and 2, and this is...
Oh, what a read.
That is Jaleel Hornbeck.
Looks like it.
And they're going to say first down for over the top. Which, by the way, fans,
That was I think that was a kind of generous.
our
kind of a
good
generous
our
spot
good
from my
friend
angle.
our good friends, the All Pro Joffos, will be debuting their A7FL West wrap-up show tonight on YouTube at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time,
Ooh-wee.
where they will cover the events of the day, clean up the playoff picture. So make sure you turn into the Pineda Brothers production page on YouTube, like, and of course subscribe and share. And of course, they've been good support and they've been good friends of ours. We've been on their show many times. They've been on our show. And there goes G Hurd on the near side, flag down. And Junior came up with the ball as it was loose.
Oh.
And he is forced out of bounds.
See,
Yeah, I definitely want to see that one again.
G is walking
G's
back. Well, I saw him grab his leg when he went down, so
wanna see the hit
that's
to
a
finish
little
this
bit of a
thing, though.
worry.
Yeah, he's not even running.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
he
his
got
ankle.
rolled up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his ankle.
But to prove your point, Chris, even when he got the ball, he was not running like he normally runs.
No, he didn't drop his shoulder and put some power into the way he usually
He can't
runs.
run through it. Like, he doesn't
No.
have the torque anymore.
So again, just a reminder, please, 10 o'clock p.m. on the Pruneda Brothers page on YouTube, Pruneda Brothers Productions, the All Pro Joffos with their A7FL West wrap-up show. And, of course, big thanks to DJ Matt, Sticks, Damian Saunders, Country K, Kawante Foster, and, of course, JP, Josh Pruneda. Again, friends of the program, friends to us. It's a tremendous show. It's the highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan. And, of course, you know, they do what they do. It's always good banter.
Gorilla finger elevated.
It's always good stuff when you see JP and Country K go back and forth. But again, shout out to those guys. Like I said, they're huge supporters and friends of ours. We've been on their show. They've been on our show. So all love. And we had a declaration at the line for OTT. But check them out, 10 p.m. on the Pruneda Brothers Productions page on YouTube, the All Pro Joffos. Tannehill back to throw.
Oh.
He's going to take a shot deep. And incomplete.
He pressed wide too early.
He was looking for Quincy Harris.
Well, I'll tell you what. On that play right there, for me, was a penalty. It should have been called.
Kind of looked like he was on his back while he was on his way up.
Correct. And that's why I said that.
You think we can get sponsored by McDonald's so we can get free hot and spices? That half a hot and spicy got me thinking.
Domino's, Wendy's, Burger King, Carl's Jr., doesn't matter who.
Whatever
Copper
happened to
rum.
Lodge? Jay?
So here we go.
2nd and 20. Tannehill rolling out to his near side. And
Good
is
tackle.
knocked out of bounds there.
Could have been a high tackle.
And Tannehill is down on the turf. So as we hit the 6:23 mark to go here in the first half, it is a 7-6 Alliance lead. Anthony Alvarez, Chris Vera, and Scott McCorkle with you. And we'll take this quick break as we will check the injury. You're watching the Fall Brawl on A7FL.TV and on Caffeine. We'll be back.
Bye.
Welcome back to the Fall Brawl. It is 6:23 to go here in the first half. Anthony Alvarez,
Trips
Chris Vera,
in the wind.
and Scott the Viking McCorkle with you as the new quarterback is in for OTT. Short pass. It is caught.
Nope.
And, a good tackle there. Almost a high tackle, but it's not going to be a high tackle. Pass was caught by Jaleel Hornbeck for OTT
He caught a bicep to the ear.
as Joe Magana was in on quarterback for OTT.
And in this cold weather, that's going to hurt like hell.
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
man.
That's going to leave
And-
a mark.
What's crazy is we have fans still showing up. They're still pouring in.
Fans are fans. They're going to show up when they want to. And that's the beauty
So
of it.
we got
I like it.
3rd down and 10. Is that what we're looking at?
Yes, 3rd and 10 with 5:40 to go here in the first half.
So not the best second quarter for OTT. They still have yet to find a rhythm on offense. Like, they've scored. They have to find a rhythm, though.
But it's tough to find a rhythm when you keep changing out quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And let's face it, the having the situation where your quarterback keeps getting hurt doesn't help them at all.
Magana, it's a give.
They're not going to be able to run the ball inside on these guys.
They're going to have to bounce this. This is a situation where your offensive line
Options.
cannot move the defensive line.
Right.
So the best thing to do is to bounce it to the outside.
Yeah, you
that's what
just-
we need to do.
Outside tosses.
Or that's what they need to do. I don't know why I said we. Like we're out there playing.
Apparently, you're over there coaching for them.
Well, you know,
Let me find
try to
out.
do what I can. So we got the give up.
They're going to surrender.
So once they surrender, we'll see what this. Now they're throwing against the wind, so this is going to be a difficult play for them.
So it'll be Isaiah Hayden back to receive the throw off. And it looks like Keith Ramsey, along with his brother, will throw it off. It looks like Delaney's out there with him on the coverage as well.
Let's see, picks it up.
Hayden picks it up. He's across the 45. And a great tackle
great
by Calvin
tackle.
Delaney.
Ran right back into him.
Not exactly the smartest play to do, but good special teams tackling by
By Delaney.
over the top.
Well, let's see what we're going to get with this. So I think that whoever's going with the wind right now, this is where
They
you
gotta
have to
take the
take your
shot.
shots. You have to take your shots. If you don't take them when you're going with the wind, you know that the next quarter, when they come out of halftime, it's going to be a difficult play for them. So let's see what they decide to do. If I'm the Alliance right here, I've got to go. I got to try at least one deep. Have to.
And it looks like it's Nafiz Sims at quarterback, giving Deion Fox a break. Sims are going to keep it himself. Oh, great patience.
Nice
and Nafee
cutback.
Sims, he may take this other way. He's down the far sideline. One man to beat, and Nafee Sims will score for the Alliance. Nafee Sims came back right, went across the field, found an opening, and takes it all the way, and the Alliance pad their lead to 13-6.
This may get out of
Wow.
hand.
So here's the situation with that. If you watch OTT, nobody stays home. We just talked about that with the Alliance, right? That once you get them going in a different direction, you could cut it back. The problem with it is the cutback lane was there. He took it and took it to the house. Made a house call.
But great patience, though, by Nafee Sims, waiting for his blocks, see he wasn't there, went across field, and as you said, saw the opening, and he did the rest.
That right there was a great play, a heads-up play, and a player with good vision to take that ball on the cutback lane and take it to the house.
So here we go. The Alliance looked to be going for two. And now it's Fox back in at quarterback. Fox,
Takes the
a
handoff.
slant. Nice
Oh,
catch
nice
by
catch.
Morales. And they get the conversion.
And see, he put it on the player low where only he could catch it. He didn't have to worry about a bat down or anything else. That was perfect.
So with
Right in his
4:14,
crotch.
so with 4:14 to go here in the first half, it is a 14-6 lead for the Alliance. And certainly, you talked about running the ball was going to be huge and be a premium. And so far,
It's been the difference in the game.
the Alliance have ran the ball very effectively, but more so or less, it's been the patience of the ball carriers for the Alliance that has made the difference. Because on Wilson, Wilson was more straight up the middle, and he hit the gap and he took off. But in the case of Sims on his touchdown, he was patient, waited for his blocking, and then saw an opening going across or reversing his field, and thus found the end zone. So, Scott, if you're OTT, what do you do?
Right now, on the offensive side of the ball, you have to start running tosses, pitch plays, try and get the ball outside, try and stay away from the long throw screens and stuff like that. Maybe try to run some draw plays or something like that. You got to try and get the ball away from that D-line. On the defensive side of the ball, just maintain your assignments.
And that looks like Quincy Harris back to receive the 3-on-1 throw-off, the most exciting play in sports here in the A7FL. Of course, we have the big heavyweight fight coming up at 4 o'clock. The Insomniacs, sick with it. Both teams coming in 2-0. Somebody will get their first L of the fall brawl. And here's the throw from Wilson.
Ducky.
And it's caught. Oh, Harris, you got to pick it up and run now from the 25. Trying to get to the inside. And Harris is gone. He is gone.
Well, all three of them will be fired.
Oh, he's taunting now. Quincy Harris takes it all the way.
All three of them will be fired for not running.
Oh, my goodness.
All three of them will be fired for not running. Y'all got to get off the field. Look at Fika. Get up off. Skip to my loo.
Oh, my goodness. Quincy Harris. How do you do?
We're going to take a look at it again. Oh, it's running. Oh, he took a stop.
Well,
He enjoyed the scenery on the way through.
My goodness.
The only thing that they can point to, though, in a situation like this,
Arm tackles.
no, you're still going to point to the Alliance. The Alliance is going to point to the scoreboard because here's the situation. If they don't get the 2-point conversion,
They're still up.
They're still down. OTT's still down by 2 points.
Correct.
They've got to be able to make a showing right here. And while he was dancing going into the end zone, that's great. But if it was to take the lead, that'd be a different story.
Correct.
So let's see what we've got going on with the conversion. Looks like they're going for one from the 5-yard line rather than trying to go for the tie from the 10.
I heard that.
So I don't know.
Gotta love our fan section. It always very lively.
And Joe Magana's trying to get he's waiting for the football. That's what's going on. Okay.
Well, I don't understand the going for one when you're down by 2 heading into halftime.
What I don't understand either. With 4:14 to go on the clock, I would be going for the 2-point.
Well, you know the Scott McCorkle rule.
Always go for 2.
Ramsey and Delaney.
Look, if you
in the
hit on
backfield,
every dime you see, you're going to bag one of them.
and that did not work
Not at all.
Yeah. Sometimes you get a drink poured on you.
So with 4:14 to go here in the first half, it is a OTT lead, it's an Alliance lead 14-12. I beg your pardon. Anthony Alvarez, Scott the Viking McCorkle, and,
That'd be me.
and of course the newly nicknamed from 2 weeks ago, Schoolhouse Rock, Chris Vera.
Schoolhouse Rock.
I guess I got to work on my enunciation, huh?
Enunciation?
That was a great tackle.
Pronunciation, sir.
That was a great tackle by Mario Kyle on the conversion to deny the points for over the top. And right now it is a 2-point lead for the Alliance. And now we're going to have Jawan Felton back to receive the 3-on-1 throw-off. So,
well, and here's the situation with this again. It looks like we're going to have one of the Ramsey brothers throwing this off, number 45.
I don't know why you guys are making him they're both in.
Yes.
I get it. They're your two best players, but they're your two best players.
well,
You've got to do what you got to do.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
I mean, granted, the game's only so long.
Well,
it's really not that long of a game.
And so far, the Alliance 3-on-1 has been neutralized by having the Ramseys and Delaney out there.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good group to have. It's just they're also running
go.
every ball and making every tackle.
look at the wind hold that
boy.
ball up.
Wow.
And that's
Man.
going to
You can't even blame anybody for
And
that.
that's going to give Jawan Felton ball in hand and a running head start. Of course, as you know, the 3-on-1 throw-off is an untimed down. So from the 20,
So we're still at 4:14.
Yes, we are. So the 25-yard line is where Felton will take.
Kind of feels
this-
like he's going to take it back, right?
Well,
I don't know, with both Ramsey brothers out there.
it's hard to get by
It's
both
hard.
Ramseys. And Felton's still on his feet, and Keith Ramsey
And then caught a boom.
just has get out of bounds. But a great return and good field position for the Alliance.
Great balance. Good
With
return.
4:14 to go here in the first half. Again, glad you were with us on Caffeine and A7FL.TV. Anthony Alvarez, Scott the Viking McCorkle, and Schoolhouse Rock, Chris Vera, as our technical director, Mel, comes by and gives us some love.
Well, it's interesting to,
Rub.
you know, 'cause you talk about nicknames. I guess this is one I deserve.
Schoolhouse Rock?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can thank the fans of the YouTube chat because they're the
I
ones
don't
that
even remember what.
they're the ones-
Junction. What's my function?
they're the ones that came up with that
Yeah.
for sure. Anyhow,
Here we
it
go.
is
Oh!
Morales on his
Outta
feet,
there.
and Armando Morales down the sideline gets a first down, but we're going to check the flag. We're going to check the flag here, and the referee's going to have a discussion.
I think Daniel Oakley caught a shoulder to the mouth. Mouthpiece went flying.
And
Do we get a replay on this one?
And looks like it's coming back, folks.
Oh, big surprise.
Holding
On the Alliance.
No wonder that corner was so open. I think with the I wonder with this situation, the one thing that we've got to kind of take a look at, if we can see what's going on, is that the reason why that backside was so wide open? Or
see if
did
we
nobody
can get
stay
a
home
look here.
again from OTT?
That's the question. With 3:46 to go here in the first half, it is a 14-12 Alliance lead. Again, huge playoff implications. We got eligibility, and looks like
Ooh-wee.
Mr. Branch
First and-
declared himself eligible. Of course, Mr. Branch had one of the best runs of the fall so far. And
Ooh.
this
Another
is
dive
Wilson.
up the middle.
Wilson going to the far sideline.
Ran into the block.
Oof.
Got the penalty yards back.
Yeah, and then some.
And
So it
they're
looks
to
like
the
we're
40-yard line.
Yep. Nope. It looks like they're going to be at the 42. So it looks
second
like the
and 10.
42.
Well, they got the penalty yards back, so that's the big thing. So ball will be at the 42-yard line as Chris was spot on with the spot as we were approaching the 3-minute mark to go here in the first half. As we're coming up near the 2-minute warning in 51 seconds. It is Martin in the backfield. Nice sidearm delivery, and that's caught by Martin. And Martin's got the first down. Martin cuts out of
First down.
bounds, but nonetheless, that is a first down on a nice read there by Deion Fox.
That's a good play call.
Nice sidearm delivery, and Mr. Martin takes it for a first down. Edward Martin, who had a very good debut in the A7FL back in week 1.
You could see it. You could tell halfway through the rush that Oakley realized what they were doing. He was like, "Oh no, where do I go?" It's a bad position.
Well, I
to be
think
in.
it
There's
is,
no good.
because-
There's no good choice.
No, when you see a back leaking out, that's the last thing you want to worry about. But at the same time, you
That's
got to
it. That's
worry
your
about
job.
it.
Especially when you got a full head of steam, nobody touched you, so you took an extra couple hard steps.
But I mean, that's what we see in this game, right?
2
As we hit the
minutes
2-minute mark.
to go here in the first half.
And we did see right before the 2-minute, break, that they did switch Oakley into the middle. They're going to try Giard on the outside, and honestly, I don't think that's necessarily a good thing with that flat tire he's got right now, because trying to maintain the edge is really rough on the knees. So we'll see if that ends up working out or not.
So the Alliance will get the ball to start the second half.
If I was the Alliance, I would notice that and go right at it.
As OTT have possession first, so the Alliance almost can really go, in a basketball term, 2 for 1 if they score here and then they get the ball coming out in the second half. Could really pad their lead.
Well, it hasn't really been taking them that long to score, so I think OTT gets the ball again.
Well, and I think that's a situation where you guys, while we're watching this, OTT really needs to take advantage. They need to get a stop here. This is huge.
Look how wide of a gap there is right there.
Fake. Fox
Oh,
looking, takes
Oakley
a shot to the
runs
end zone.
right over
Too much arm incomplete.
Oh.
But do you see
That's
what I'm
dangerous.
So the problem with that is, again, touch.
that's
you need to almost underthrow everything that leaves your hand.
By the way, folks, our good friends, the official podcast of the A7FL is back. So yes,
Yay!
Matthew Ryan, Corey Hammond, never at a loss for words, and of course, Big Rob Fabian. The 3-on-1 podcast is back, as they will help you prepare for the 10th anniversary of the A7FL season. You can watch or subscribe wherever podcasts are sold.
I can't wait to hear about all the moves that have been made on the East Coast. I know they got the dish.
So
right?
January the 12th, you can catch Matt, Rob, and Corey doing what they do best, talk A7FL. So join us or join them. And a special shout out to those 3 guys.
Motion across.
Here's Morales
Drive up the middle.
on the right side. Morales fighting across the 20.
Oh, did he
And wait
lose
a
the
minute,
ball?
OTT has the ball.
Did he lose the ball?
OTT
Yes,
has
he
the
did.
ball.
Coughed it up.
Wow. Mondo, that sucks.
So now OTT has a chance to perhaps get on the board late in the first half to take the lead. Here it is again. And
Does it pop up? Yeah.
no,
G Hurd
popped it out. G Hurd popped the ball out, and OTT recovers it. A tremendous play, and now OTT with a chance to try to take the lead late in the first half with 1:46 to go.
Well, this is going to be difficult for them, too, because they've got to go 81 yards to be exact.
Yes.
With the wind blowing in their face. So it's going to have to be done on the ground. I don't think they're going to be able to do this in the air.
No.
And if they do it in the air, I said doo-doo.
Yeah, you did.
If they do it in the air, it's going to have to be one of those situations where it's, the wide receiver needs to come back to the ball.
Joe Magana is in at quarterback for OTT as they go trips to the near side. No backfield. Magana, quick out pass to Jay Earl. Earl makes the catch.
And stays in.
At the 30, and there's
We
a
got a
late flag.
Late flag coming in.
And it's
Oh,
on
pass
OTT.
interference. Pass interference offense.
Oh, boy.
I wonder if there was a push-off.
There, let's see. Pass interference on OTT.
I'll take him back.
Backs him up.
Yep. Now, it's an interesting situation here with that, with having to back them up. And these guys are really going to have to be careful because of where they are. And we'll see what's going on. But anyway, where did it back them up to?
Looks like they're at the 9-yard line or the.
It's hard to tell. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's a 9-yard line. With 1:40 to go on the clock.
No, just at the 10. Just at the 10. 1:40 to go. Magana back to throw. Magana looking,
Ball
pass. Just short, incomplete. The intended receiver looks like it was Hornbeck, number 11. Or no, I'm sorry, that was Sean Mallard.
Well, so this is the situation that I have a problem with when I sit here and I watch this. We know, we already said that in the weather like this, the ball's going to hold up. So the minute the ball is left from goes out of your hand, you should be working your way back to that pass.
All right, so 95 seconds to go. That's a minute 35 here in the first half.
That was a uniform violation that number 18 had to be pulled off for having sweats on over his pants.
He's going to get sacked. Is that a safety?
It's going to be sacked at the 1 yard line. Looks like his momentum stopped at the 1, 4 momentum. Oh, nope, they're putting him at the 4.
We're going to see
line.
exactly what happened. If this affects the play, that could be a crucial miscommunication by the coaching staff.
That was Latrell Fleming on the sack for the Alliance.
He did a spin move. Went right around him.
Well,
that was a great spin move.
Well,
He's been tearing them up.
It was Fleming and Flowers that were getting pursuit on Joe Magana. And I think now OTT, if I'm not mistaken, have no timeouts remaining here in the first half with a minute 23 to go. Which, again, folks, coming up next at 4 o'clock, it's the matchup. It's the game you've been waiting for, the most anticipated matchup of the fall, without question. The defending national champions, the Las Vegas Insomniacs, taking on their rivals, Sick with it. And, of course, Sick trying to get over that hump, trying to give the Insomniacs their first defeat in a long time. Fans, you do not want to miss this game. And it is Harris at quarterback. And Harris just trying to get some room, and he does. And this will set up a 3rd and mile for over the top with a minute 18 to go and counting here in the first half.
It's rough.
To which, again, the Alliance will get the ball to start the second half, as they're right now maintaining a 2-point edge here in this first half. So, again,
somehow they got the ball back, and it was still an offensive drive for the Alliance.
So, it is now 4th down. It looks like they I would think they would surrender in this situation.
Surrender!
You would think. So, again, coming into the scenario, right now it's the Insomniacs, or Sick of the 1 seed, Insomniacs 2, 3 seed Outlaws, 4 seed the Alliance. The Alliance coming in with a 1-1 record. And that looks like it is Felton on the 3-on-1.
Well, and here's another bad situation throwing into this wind. You can see where the offensive player is setting up.
Yeah.
And the ball
from the 45. Here comes Fleming at the 40.
Stinks.
35. Reversing his field, makes a man miss. Fleming trying to get to the sideline, makes another man miss, but Delaney's right there for the tackle. Good tackle by Calvin Delaney.
That was a strong tackle. That was a good, strong tackle.
So, again, coming in the scenario for this particular outset, the Alliance stay alive with a win, which will put their record at 2-1 and gives them a nice chance to still qualify for the playoffs. They win today or in Week 5, and the Eliminators lose, and the Outlaws lose in Week 5. OTT, bottom line, they have to win out and get some help. They can only clinch if the Eliminators and the Alliance lose out. So you can call this a mini playoff game for both sides. But right now, it's the Alliance with the 2-point edge with a minute 18 to go here in the first half.
Well, they're setting up like they're going to. We got 3 wide. My curiosity is with this. Are they really going to throw it, or is Fox going to run it?
He's going to run with it.
That's what
Looking
I was
for
wondering.
a block. Gets a block. Fox still on his feet. Fox still on his feet.
Oh,
Fox
that could have
to the
been a tackle
15-yard
face.
line.
Good tackle.
Tackle there by Keith Ramsey.
So on this,
we're going to see a replay. I want you guys to look at the end of this play, see if he stiff-armed him.
Well,
or like if he stiff-armed him, if it was in the face, because you can stiff-arm. You know what I mean? But I think he put it right on his face. Look.
Timeout.
We've got a timeout on the field, but I think Fox hurt his ankle. Watch when he gets up. It looks like he hurt his ankle.
There is a limp. Yes, you're absolutely right.
That's very
so he's coming out of the game right now. I think the situation with that is when he got tackled from behind, it's that hip drop that we talked about. that we've seen guys get hurt in the NFL with. So when you tackle somebody from behind and drop your hips, your weight comes down on their lower extremities. So you sometimes wind up with an ankle that gets rolled or stuck underneath a body. But so with what we have here, and first down and 10. Look, if I'm the Alliance, I'm turning around. I'm doing the exact same thing I just did. I'm going to take them, spread them out, and run with my quarterback. Whoever that quarterback is.
Their absolute best play has been that motion across.
Yes.
They fake the jet sweep. They fake the dive or the dive play.
It's almost been like they've been running the old option in college.
They're letting Sims do it, but I would either let Fika or someone do it. Jet sweep, fake the jet sweep across. Option out with you two.
And Sims will keep it again. Sims to the outside. Nafi Sims out of bounds.
Nice little okey doke on that. And it looks like they got the first down.
And it sets up first and goal for the Alliance, trying to pad onto their 2-point lead before the end of the half, which, again, the Alliance will get the ball to start the second half.
Right, and I think now if they keep – Deion's back in. I was going to say if they keep going with that offense, that's going to be a difficult adjustment for the bigger OTT team. Not that they're bigger than the Alliance, but, like, they're a bigger team. They're not a side-to-side, sideline team. That might be a more difficult matchup for them.
Well, right now, because of the way they're setting up, it looks like another dive up the middle. And that's what they did, and he takes it into the end zone.
And it's a touchdown for the Alliance.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And that was Mr. Martin that took it in.
That just got really cold really fast.
Well, so now the situation plays itself out. Right now, you could go for one to make this 21-12. By the way, great album by Rush. But anyway.
By who?
Rush.
Modern day Warrior, meet Tom Sawyer.
Right?
Who's Rush?
Who's Rush? God, you make me feel old. But this is where we're at with this, and I would like to see what they are going to come out with. But where Armando's lining up right now, see how far out he is? And if I'm the linebacker, I'm shading his side because this looks like another quick slant.
And we got a flag. So right now,
False
for
start.
those watching on the YouTube feed, on the poll about who's winning this game, it is literally a 50-50 split. So the fans are torn between who might win this game between OTT and the Alliance, even though right now the Alliance have an 8-point lead with 43.9 to go here in the first half. And also from the control center, the passing yards you would expect to be low. It is 24-17 in favor of OTT, but the Alliance have ran the ball for 211 yards. Return yards favored by OTT, 125-105, but of course the 2 turnovers does not help. In here comes Fox, and he could keep it, and he's going to run it in himself and gets the conversion. So the lead extends to 9 for the Alliance, 21-12 with 43.9 to go. Total yards, 228-63 in favor of the Alliance. And in addition, with the 3-on-1 podcast, don't forget to check us out. Don't forget to check us out on the other side of the ball on Wednesdays, to where you can now catch us on our Other Side of the Ball YouTube page and the Other Side of the Ball Facebook page. So catch myself, the Vikings, Scott McCorkle, and Chris Vera, and whomever else decides they want to come inside the studio on Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. for 90 minutes of A7FL and A7FL Nevada Talk. Again, that's the Other Side of the Ball podcast, wherever podcasts are sold.
And this is going to be another decent throw-off with the wind at his back.
Oh, he should be able to launch it.
And that is going to be Quincy Harris, who just took one back.
Oh.
And that's going to go out of the end zone, and OTT will get the ball at the 20.
That's a good throw.
Anthony Alvarez, Scott the Viking McCorkle.
That'd be me.
And Chris Vera here with you as we are counting down to the end of the first half between the Alliance and OTT with a 21-12 Alliance lead. And basically, guys, you said the run game will be a factor, and for the Alliance, to the atonement of 211 yards on the ground, it has been a huge factor for the Alliance.
Well, if it's not broke, don't fix it. They can't stop it.
Absolutely.
They have to figure out a reason or a way to mitigate the run right now. And if it's blitz, then send everybody. Make them throw the ball in the wind. It's, that's a better gamble than letting them run all over you. Send the blitz.
So here we go.
Try it.
43.9
I don't
to
know.
go. Ball
Maybe you can work it out.
Ball at the 20.
Well, I think, Scott, you have a good point, but I think that one of the problems is when they brought the blitz, they ran up the middle.
Yeah.
And if you're going to bring the blitz, then you have to make sure that you're on either side of the center to stop that run.
Exactly. That's the thing is you go heavy one side on with the D line and you blitz, and I mean I don't know. Unfortunately, like a lot of my solutions would require like an upper skill set from the D lineman, and we haven't seen that. Like you have to start stunting and start trying to confuse these linemen, and I just don't see. I don't see them running those kind of packages yet. I don't know if they don't have the reps together enough to do it, but
that might be the case. I mean, let's be real. If we're in a situation like we're in right now,
try it.
You've got to try something. You've got to break the norm.
Well, keep this in mind. We got 43.9 to go, but also keep this factor in mind. OTT has no timeouts, so they cannot stop the clock.
That is unfortunate.
So they have to hurry. And you know how I feel about the 2-minute drill. We got a declaration at the line for OTT. And it is...
They're already getting beat off the line.
And that is Hornbeck.
Not hurrying back to the line.
Well, he was out of bounds, so the clock stopped. So that's fair. You don't have to hurry back. But the interesting part about that,
you had to catch these guys off balance.
Well, yeah, but you had your defensive player sitting there waiting for the running back to come around the corner. Knowing that, why not try to keep him in bounds rather than tackling him out of bounds?
That's a good question.
To stop the clock.
I just don't think they're worried about trying to stop the clock right now.
And here is Delaney. Inside run, gets some good, decent yardage. But, again, you've got to hurry. And, again.
His shoe came off.
And there's a little limp there by Delaney. But, again,
the
Alliance will get the ball to start the second half.
Now, snap the ball. Take advantage of all this confusion.
You already know how I feel about it.
Come on.
We got times just
ticking
off this
not
clock.
On it.
Hornbeck.
Like
you
have no timeouts. I don't know why they're
I'm sorry. The ref shouldn't be down there like in the middle of it trying to adjust that a couple of inches. You know what I mean? Like
and now
he has to.
With the
he had to have his spot.
But you should have. When the time is down like that, you got to be in and out faster.
And now the Alliance have called timeout, saving 5 seconds on the clock, possibly to get a surrender.
Because if he does that with a team that has their stuff like more together, that's more organized, like in the next game, then that's going to be a problem. With 9 seconds left, if you're in the way, we're lined up trying to snap the ball, and you missed with your beanbag on the first throw.
So here we go.
Maybe I'm being picky. That's just frustrating.
4th and 2. And it's Delaney.
And he comes around the edge.
Delaney has the first down.
Run out of bounds. There you go.
There you go.
Oh,
I think
clock's out.
Nope, there's a flag.
And extra 15.
So
they're going to have to put a couple extra seconds on the clock.
No. If it's a defensive penalty, it'll be a no time down, last play of the first half.
Right, but I think if he gets out of bounds before.
So we'll check the flag.
Well, the problem with this is, even if we're checking the flag, you can't throw deep in this weather.
No, you can't.
So it's not like a Hail Mary is going to work in this situation.
Correct.
Right, but
They've
like
got to
we've
run.
seen-
They've got to get a breakout run. Is what they need.
Unless somebody has Aaron Rodgers' arm, that's about the only way they can get a Hail Mary into the end zone.
I hate to put it this way, but I don't even think Aaron Rodgers has an Aaron Rodgers type arm in this wind.
Well,
not for this amount. You're talking 50, 60 yards.
Well, if anybody can do it, he can.
Del Montaigne. I think Uncle Rico.
So they're stepping up. So we're still talking, if he was to throw this from the 50, you're still talking about a 49-yard pass in the wind into the end zone, because that's what you need. Lets the ball go.
It is knocked away,
Down.
and that will end the first half.
Direction out. The wind's coming in from the north, and it's coming in pretty heavily. I think that's one of the situations.
Well, here comes Edward Martin with a head start. He's across midfield. He's across the 45, inside the 45. Good tackle. Good tackle by
Positive
Delaney.
yardage.
So
Over
it's
under
first and
on
10
4 plays.
in favor of the Alliance. And before we start the second half,
The shade is not your friend right now.
No, it's not. Not at all. But also, shout out to a member of the Tampa Nightcrawlers, Darius Logo Davis, getting signed to the Professional Flag League, the A7FL, signing with the Nashville Nighthawks. If you have not seen Logo Davis play, just watch the championship game because he was fantastic and outstanding, and our congratulations to Logo Davis.
5
if he's
touchdowns.
watching, good luck in the league, my friend. You have earned that right. And here's
And just a
Ficatulli
good dude.
on the right side. Ficatulli makes
What
a
a
man
move.
miss. Ficatulli still on his feet and looks like he has the first down for.
The thing about it is that when we watch this play again, number 80, is it 84?
Fans, we apologize. We had a outage here inside the booth. We apologize for that. It is 21-12 with 12:05 and counting to go here in the third quarter. Anthony Alvarez, Schoolhouse Rock, Chris Vera, and Scott the Viking McCorkle with you here at Bonanza High as the winds continue to play a factor. The run game has been a huge factor for the Alliance as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive. OTT has to win out and get some help for them to qualify for the playoffs. It's Fox back to throw. Fox going deep. Fox going for Crown. Just too much air on the ball. And now the Alliance do have a decision to make. It is 4th and 7.
But we're continuing to see the same situation, right? Everybody that's throwing with the wind,
Yes.
the ball's taken off on them.
Yeah.
Everybody who's throwing into the wind, and that tells you how bad this wind really is. On the field, look at that. The nose of the football never went down.
No.
And usually that's the situation when you know that there's a bad situation with it. It's you've got to get that nose down. So that's why I said even when you're going with the wind, you got to put the ball on your receiver.
And now here comes the question of will the Alliance surrender or will they not?
Well, why are we moving up? Did we miss a penalty? Looks like they've got is this a first down?
No, it's 3rd down. No, it's 4th down. It's
Okay,
4th down.
but why are they're going for a 3-point.
Oh, they're going for 3?
Yep,
Okay.
they're going for 3. Here's
So they're
another 3-point conversion right here.
Crown in motion. Crown takes the direct snap. Crown and a great tackle
Ooh.
by Dylon Walker Jr.
What's the call?
I think
What's
he
the
grabbed him
call?
by his arm.
No,
He
we got-
originally grabbed him by his arm and then took him down with the shoulders.
We got a flag. We're going to check it.
I thought it was by the arm.
Oh, they're going to say it's a high tackle.
I don't agree. First down. Retry.
Well, it's just a
Personal
retry.
foul.
Retry from the same spot?
So it's a retry for the 3-point conversion.
From the same spot, though?
No, I think the ball does move up on the penalty, correct, Christopher?
Yeah, so it's going to move up on the penalty.
Half the
So
distance?
basically, it's going to be from the 5 instead of the 10.
This to make it a 12-point lead for the Alliance. It's Wilson in the backfield behind. And it's Wilson to the left side. Wilson cuts back in, trying to reverse field.
He got in.
And yes, he got in for the 3
Got
points.
in for the 3 points.
He put the moves on him. Definitely
So,
going to have to take
when we have,
take a look at that again.
from
Great
the looks of
job
this,
by Wilson to get it in for 3. Here it is again.
made himself skinny, going around the corner.
That 3-point try. That brings the Alliance 24.
And it's at that last man to beat right here. Drives, makes himself skinny and gets around.
Legs never stop moving. And the Alliance extend their lead to a baker's dozen of 12.
Well, this throw-off takes on a new situation too because we still got 11 minutes to go.
Yeah.
With this direction
Yes.
that we're looking at.
Yes.
Oh, well, hold on. The white cap's got to run down his white
He's
cap.
going to get his cap on. Wait a minute.
At least there's a fence over there.
Yeah, there. Oh, it's
I
a
mean,
long,
it's far.
Yeah, it's a long. Well, actually, yeah, you're right.
That'd
There's
still
two.
be. Oh, we
now
got a black bag
we
blowing
got a-
across the field.
We got debris. This reminds me of the 1986 NFC Championship game between the Redskins and the Giants with all the debris on the field. And here's Harris, who already took one back.
He's got a.
That's
oh,
gonna
nope.
that's gonna be at the 20.
I was going to say, because if it just starts chilling,
Yeah, if it starts chilling, that's a live ball,
you
yes.
got to go get it.
All right, so if you're over the top, gentlemen, you're down 12. Obviously, the game is not out of reach, possibly. But how or what should you do to get back in this game to make this a contest?
Score more points.
Well, I mean, obviously that would help.
Well,
look.
look.
I mean, the most important thing is to score points. Absolutely.
In reality, right here is, one of the biggest things that they have to do is they have to take advantage of the fact that they're playing into the wind. So right now is your best time to shorten up your pass game, make those pass plays count, and then also, if you're going to go 4 on the line, leak out a tight end.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can get them, if you can get the Alliance off balance and maybe misread something to where, it gives you an open man.
And here is Harris. And a great tackle there by Mario Kyle. Forces him out of bounds. Mario Kyle with the tackle.
I think that was a good play. I mean, he was beat, but came back and stayed with it, which is just a great play.
Sets up a 2nd down and 7 with 10:24 to go. Anthony Alvarez, Scott the Viking McCorkle, and Schoolhouse Rock Chris Vera live with you here in the booth, trying to stay as warm as we possibly can because the wind is kicking up big time here on this.
And I don't care what anybody says. This booth
cold.
does not allow. I mean, we don't even have a door on the back end of this thing. Through here.
And if that is affecting you guys from hearing us, we do apologize for that. And it is 3rd down for over the top. And it seems like that, Tannehill is back in at quarterback for OTT. And it just feels like whenever OTT does get something, they shoot themselves in the foot.
I mean, right now we've got 2nd down and 7 to go. Roughly 6 yards to go. And I think in this situation, again, with the way that they're playing this game, I think that a short pass is going to help them out. And it is also going to keep the defensive line from pinning the ears back and just coming at them. And what they're doing right now, all they're doing is looking for
We're
the
being
runner.
assaulted.
So it is
And we got flags everywhere.
it's an interesting piece, let's say that. And the wind comes. I mean, it's not going to get any better.
Needless to say, 9:06 to go here in the 3rd quarter, 24-12. The Alliance took their opening possession and got 3 points. And now it's OTT with their first to get back in the game. Given the Alliance ability to run the football, and they have ran the ball very effectively to the atonement of over 200 yards.
Well,
The game could possibly get away from OTT.
and they've got to be careful of that and cognizant of it. They need this 1st down. If they don't get this, got to do the give up.
And that
I don't know
Or
why
the
he didn't
surrender,
keep that.
whatever we're calling it right
and
now.
that is Hornbeak.
Surrender.
Surrender.
Hornbeak on. And now here comes the question, will OTT indeed surrender the ball back to the Alliance?
You're in plus yardage situation if you give the ball back to them right now.
Correct.
And I don't think that that is the correct way to go with this. I think that you've got to play this smart, especially if you're playing for, if you're playing to get into the playoffs. Right here, right now, this is what you have to do.
Well, I mean, OTT has to win out and get some help if they want to qualify for the playoffs.
It seems to me that OTT is facing the exact opposite issue that they had in prior seasons, where their offense is where they need the most help at. Now that they've got the Ramsey brothers and they've got help, they are starting to build on defense. They just need a whole lot of help on offense right now.
Well, I think what they need to do is they need to have one quarterback. And unfortunately,
A quarterback. They
yes.
need a quarterback.
Well, and like they say in the NFL, just like they say any place, if you have 2 or 3 quarterbacks, you really have none. And I think they need
Ramsey to throw it.
Look at that ball, just it
On
flutters
the
so much.
surrender, and it is picked up there by Fleming.
And he's down there.
And he's down in, or that was Crown, I beg your pardon. Crown on the return, and that's about the 48-yard line. Good field position for the Alliance. With 7:52 to go here in the third quarter, it is very windy up here in this booth with myself, Anthony Alvarez, Scott the Viking McCorkle, and Schoolhouse Rock, Chris Vera. Well, you being from the Midwest,
Schoolhouse Rock.
you being from the Midwest, this is nothing to you.
I mean, I wouldn't say nothing.
And when this wind is blowing through here, and
It's ripping right through it.
we got
Cardboard falling off of doors.
Mr. Duncan is helping us out.
So, where are they going to find this help that they need for OTT?
That remains to be seen. We don't know yet. And
That run picks up 10 yards. First down.
here we go. On the move, first down Alliance. As trying to figure out who that was with the ball
22.
carrying. That looked like, that was Martin again. Martin has ran the ball very strong today. Him and Wilson have ran the ball very strong for the Alliance.
He runs real aggressive off the edge.
Yes,
like
he
used to
does.
run a real fast 200 back in the day. He digs off that corner. I
And
like
again, it is Martin in the backfield. Martin has one rushing touchdown. Wilson has the other. Morales in motion. It's far his vision. Laney walks him.
That should have been a low tackle.
And
He wrapped up, but it
that
should have been a low
Robert
tackle.
Ramsey Jr., number 97, knocks Martin out of bounds. But nonetheless, it's another first down of the run game as the run game continues to be a huge factor for the Alliance as we are approaching the 6:26 mark here to go here in the third, and a 24-12 lead for the Alliance.
The registration.
In.
Yes. Oh, look at that cut.
And that is
Crown running the ball?
That is Crown.
He got mushed. He got a couple of yards, but he got mushed.
And,
Walker Jr. and Daniel Oakley in on the tackle.
and amazingly, the ski mask did not come off for Mr. Crown,
Some people are just cool like that.
a.k.a. Mr. Jermaine Levy. 5:50 to go here in the third, 24-12. Alliance,
Tried to put on a ski mask the other day, couldn't figure it.
The
couldn't figure it
Alliance.
out. Didn't work.
obviously, if they win, they would basically keep their spot in the playoff hunt. And
Ooh.
this is Wilson, and there's a good tackle there by G. Hurd. Oh, no, sorry, that's Mr.
Walker Jr.
Walker Jr. Walker Jr.
Dylon, and Dylon.
Spit hot fire. 5:27 to go, third quarter.
Jeremiah
With a-
Branch coming out. Was that Branch? Was that Mr. Barbecue?
No, he's
Oh,
been
no,
on the
he's
sideline.
Oh, there he is. Never
Big,
mind.
big number 34.
He's tall.
That is a big boy. Yes, he is.
That pulled pork sandwich. I'd have fought 3 mountain lions over there.
It is
You
Wilson.
put a cougar in the car.
It is Wilson in the backfield next to Deion Fox as they now talk about a play in the huddle. Under 5 to go, third quarter, 24-12. Fox will put it up and throws a dart.
Ooh,
Looking
he
for
binged him in the
Crown,
face.
incomplete. And it looks like Darius Robinson got hit with the ball in the head. Hopefully he's okay, and he is. He's back up under his own power.
It looked like it hit him right in the schnoz.
12-point lead for the Alliance.
The wind is being aggressive today.
Well, Mother Nature is definitely playing its course in this game today. But nonetheless, glad you're with us on Caffeine TV and A7FL.TV and on YouTube.
Whoa.
The Alliance trying to keep their playoff status intact with a win here today.
Jaleel just picked up part of the building.
That's a strong man.
Yeah. Nope.
So here we go. Fourth down and a decision being made by the Alliance.
Shout out to Matt Ryan. He said the win took the Alliance and the over.
Shout out to Matt Ryan and Cole down at the control center.
Man, shout out to Mel and Peanut and Rachel and the rest of the production crew up here in Vegas. Shout out to everybody in Jersey helping us make it happen.
Which, once again, January the 12th, the official podcast of the A7FL, the 3-on-1 podcast, returns with Matthew Ryan, Corey Hammond, and Rob Fabian. Check them out wherever podcasts are sold. And, of course, you can always check us out, myself, Chris, and Scott, on the Other Side of the Ball podcast every Wednesday at 5:30. You can catch us now on the Other Side of the Ball YouTube page and the Other Side of the Ball Facebook page, where you can watch us live for 90 minutes every Wednesday. So a short throw, and it goes right to the...
But see, that's a smart play.
As,
Deal with it. Let's get this safety.
As Chris Vera is back playing Home Depot and Lowe's.
Hey, man.
Well,
Look, all I know is that it keeps the wind from blowing in here.
Yes.
And I'm good with it.
yes.
But
They did
stacking
a
up speakers, baby.
Did it remind you of the hate back in your day?
Back in my day, yes, it reminded me of back in my day. Dude. Hey,
That's when you put the working TV on top of the non-working TV?
So from the 3-yard, from the...
Oh, do you think it's a safety? You think it's a safety?
From the 3-yard, the 3-yard line is where possession for over the top will take place. They would need to get some running room to get out of safety precautions.
well, guy steps
Oh,
up.
that
Did
was
we
a
have...
false start.
No. He got set
Oh.
again, but
That's Delaney with a minimal gain. They're going to say no gain. So the ball will maintain at the 3-yard line.
man, I'll tell you what. Already putting that piece back there, and
It really stopped it.
It stops
Yes,
the
it
wind,
did.
man. It makes you feel like you're comfortable again. You're comfortable. You're not fantastic. You're comfortable.
Today's the best day of my life.
Okay. Well, cool.
Is it because your beloved team won their 12th game of the season?
No.
Or is it because
another
or is it because of tomorrow
every day?
at 5:30 p.m.?
Well, that has something to do with
Okay,
it.
all right.
5:30 p.m.
Washington, Michigan.
Ah,
Second down and 10.
The University of Michigan.
Tannehill at quarterback.
Boom!
Tannehill taking a shot deep. It's going to be
and he
dropped.
dropped it.
Mario Kyle had a punt and he dropped the punt.
Oh, he smacked him though. Who is that guy? I want to know who that guy is.
well, I'm hoping that where the ball is on 4th down, that they actually, if they don't get the first, that they actually throw this
punt it?
one.
Nah. Why would they do that?
Well, I mean, look, first down and goal to go on the 3, I guess, is good. But, I mean, why turn it over on downs if you don't need to?
3rd and 10. 2:49 to go here in the third.
And my apologies for not being on for a minute, but
You were playing Home Depot,
oof.
which apparently it now works, but now that's going to,
Didn't even notice.
I'll say it later.
Yeah, duct tape would have been better.
When in
like
doubt,
duct
duct
tape.
tape. Here's Harris. Nowhere to go.
Looks like we're same spot. Look where the ref is. Same spot.
Yep.
I would venture to say it kind of seems like the Alliance has figured out OTT's attempted offense.
Well, I think the Alliance is just looking for them to run up the middle. I mean, I've said it more than a few times. You're going to have to bounce this outside. They're setting up and waiting for them up the middle.
Yes.
So, I mean, I just don't know what else you can do. And the throw off right now makes sense, but what we've seen because of this wind, it's not going to help. It's just not, unfortunately. So
Only one way. It's only going to help you for one half.
Exactly, but here's the great thing. You've got 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go.
Right.
Then you're going to flip ends. Now we can see what. So if I'm the
Flip it over
Alliance,
and see
I
it from the
want
other
to.
side?
Yeah, I've got to see right now. If I'm the Alliance, I've got to take this ball and I've got to put it in the end zone because next quarter, everything changes. So I mean, it's an interesting situation, and I want to see what happens. But you know, we got to be careful.
Wow.
Oh, dang.
And Crown's going to take it anyway. And Crown makes another man miss. And Crown, he's going to have the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow. I just don't even know what to say to that.
Jermaine Levy let the ball bounce on the ground, picked it up,
Mr.
and
Crown.
finds the end zone.
Touchdown by Crown.
Here it is again. The ball just bounces. He picks it up, makes one man miss, keeps his balance, spins, and just outruns everybody else.
When have you ever seen that happen with the Ramsey brothers?
Not often.
I mean,
Not often.
That's saying something to take those guys, because I mean, hesitant because I think they were thinking, okay, it's going out of bounds.
Yeah.
And everybody hesitated.
Well, it's almost like in basketball, not touching the ball, and then you pick it up and then the clock runs, and then you make a play.
Well, I mean, it's exactly like that. I mean, let's be honest. So, I don't know.
They're going to go for one at the 5. It is Wilson in the backfield. They're going to try to make this. And no, they're not, because there's a flag.
What do we have? False start?
Offsides. So 18 is the lead. They're going to try to make this a 19-point lead. Now, if it gets to 28, it'll be a running clock for the rest of the game. And, of course, 42 is the mercy rule.
What do you think? Got a quarter and 2 minutes.
I think we might get to running clock. I don't know about a mercy rule. Here's Morales around the edge, around the corner, and Morales. Oh, great tackle.
Nice.
Didn't get in. Good job there by Delaney.
Morales is grabbing his knee,
Walker,
though.
or by Ramsey, Robert Ramsey with the tackle.
Grabbing his knee.
And Morales is hurt. So we will take this little bit timeout with 2:03 to go here in the third quarter. It is the Alliance 30 and OTT 12. You're watching the Fall Brawl on A7FL.TV and on Caffeine. We'll be back with the 3-on-1 throw-off. Don't leave us now.
Back.
Welcome back to the Fall Brawl. And again, tonight at 10 p.m. Pacific time on the Pruneda Brothers production page on YouTube, our good friends, the All-Pro Jaffos, Country K, JP, and DJ Mad Sticks will be giving you a recap of the action today here on the Fall Brawl as that ball goes all the way to the end zone, and OTT will get it at the 20. So again, 10 p.m., A7FL West recap show, kind of like our own version of NFL Primetime, or Football Night in America, whichever one you want to call it. But again, our good friends, the All-Pro Jaffos, JP, Country K, and DJ Mad Sticks will bring you recaps, highlights, and all things more.
This is going to be ball in hand. That ball actually bounced off
out of bounds?
Yeah, bounced out of bounds.
Okay.
That ball bounced off of the down marker while it was being held.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, thank you for catching that.
Yeah, no worries.
As Quincy Harris has already taken one back to the house today on the 3-on-1 return, which, of course, as you know, it's an untimed down. And from the 25, here we go.
I don't know why he's jogging.
I don't know why he's doing that either. Oh. Try to go loop-de-loo. Whoa, 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 whoa.
What are we doing here,
Don't do that,
fellas?
Quincy. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Unnecessary.
Hey, they can't leave the sideline.
No, they can't. So we will try to defuse this situation here with 2:03 to go here in the third quarter, a 30-12 lead for the Alliance, as the Alliance have effectively ran the ball very well today.
There's one thing we got to touch on real quick. I want to make sure I remind absolutely every single one of our players, they have to stay on the sideline. They are not there's no warnings, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If, for any reason, let me find the exact
I thought
play.
you just said if. There's
Right
no
here.
ifs, ands, and buts.
Yeah, no, but
I'm just giving you a hard time.
if sidelines clear for an incident, all players will be given 2 unsportsmanlike penalties, and see the 3-strike rule above.
Basically, on your third strike, you're out.
2-game suspension.
Correct.
So on the third one, it's a 2-game suspension. You're out for the game, and then you're going for the next 2. And that means if you come out trying to break something up, calm people down, let the coaches do it, let the refs do it, please just stay on the sideline.
Yeah, keep your composure. We know football is a game of emotions, and rightfully so. But guys, come on. At the end of the day, it's a game. It's a game we all love. But let's play the right way. Let's do that. But nonetheless, anyhow, again, 10 p.m. on the Pruneda Brothers production page on their YouTube page. Again, the All Pro Joffos giving us their A7FL West recap with highlights, scores, and their recap and thoughts. And perhaps we might even make an appearance on the show tonight. You never know. But catch them at 10 p.m. The All Pro Joffos, JP, Josh Pruneda, Country K, Kawante Foster, and DJ Matt Sticks, Damian Saunders. Very good friends of ours and friends of the A7FL. So 2 minutes to go, 30-12. The Alliance seemingly with a comfortable 18-point lead. And now can OTT cut into this 18-point lead? We'll soon find out with the rest of us here on Caffeine TV and A7FL.TV on YouTube.
So we got a minute to go. Minute 35 to go in the third quarter. So we'll see what's going to come out of this. Got G at quarterback. Hopefully that leg is okay.
We'll soon find out. Trips near side. Delaney
Oh, he missed the block.
reversing his field.
He missed the block.
I'm not sure why he is coming all the way back across the field.
And the penalty.
Do we have Laundry on the field?
Offsides.
I don't know.
Defense.
I'm not sure if we have Laundry on the field or if
Yes,
it's...
we do.
Offsides
Yep.
on the Alliance. So with
little bit
108
help.
so with 108 to go.
Well, I think, the situation lends itself out. I mean, we got
I'm
a minute
sorry.
12 to go.
112, I'm sorry.
Yeah, in the third quarter. They've got time, but realistically, instead of shooting themselves in the foot, now they're trying to help themselves out, which is great. But we've got to see a little bit more on the offensive side of the ball here from OTT if they want to stay in this game. The Alliance is a good team.
Yeah.
And I think OTT has, in the first quarter, they definitely hung with them. So it's showing right now that lack of what we talked about, which was the quarterback situation.
Again, G hurt at quarterback. And he'll keep it himself. Little touch. Picked off. And a flag down.
Got a
That's picked up
penalty
by
flag.
Juwan Michael, number 3, picks it off for the Alliance.
And that's the situation, too. Even when you're trying to throw with a little touch, this wind is holding up everything.
Everything. Especially throwing that direction.
Yes. It's holding the ball. It's holding the ball. I mean, you could see, if we can get the replay, you could see the ball get held up. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to, but you'll be able to see the ball get held up. Right now, going that direction, for whatever reason, that ball is just hitting the wall and coming straight down.
Javon Michael with a nice play on the interception.
We have holding on the defense. That penalty is declined. We have
Roughing the passer.
Oh, wow. So that
That
nullifies.
that negates the interception.
Yep, nullifies the interception, and it's going to give OTT the first
And
down.
OTT maintains possession, yes. As he is explaining that to Coach Thomas on the sideline. And Coach Alonso is really not trying to hear it. But the referee is giving his explanation as to why that happened. So 45 seconds to go, third quarter, 30-12, the Alliance lead. Anthony Alvarez, the Vikings, Scott McCorkle, and
Hello.
Schoolhouse Rock, Chris Vera with you here in the booth at Bonanza High as the wind is still picking up. As the goalpost to our right
Interesting, though.
is shaking.
The wind has changed directions.
Yes, it has.
It was coming out of the north pretty heavily. Now it's coming out of the west pretty heavily. So let's see what happens with this.
48-yard line. Here's G. Hurd looking to throw. No, he is going to throw, and it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah.
He actually put that one out there, which was a good play, because had he put it on the receiver, I'm sure that ball would have been held up again.
Do you think? What do you think is going through OTT's mind right now? Like, what do they? There's nothing they have tried so far that they go like, all right, let's go back to the well and try and see if we can get something to work. What adjustments do they have to make in the fourth quarter on offense to make up an 18-point differential?
Well,
is it possible for them against this team?
Well, something has to give, obviously, because when at times OTT has moved the ball, it's been penalties that have shot themselves in the foot and has put them backwards. And then eventually the drive stalls because they keep having themselves in big deficits on third down, which, again, you have to convert on third downs if you're going to try to win in football. It doesn't matter what level you're at. You've got to convert on third downs, and you've got to take advantage when you've been given a gift. And OTT has not taken advantage of those gifts that they have, which has been few and far between here this afternoon.
They were given a ball down inside the 20, and they got stopped on the 1.
Well, let's look at it this way right now, right? Now they're going with the wind instead of against it. So what does that take away? What we're going to see is the Alliance go back to that run game.
Now they got to take a shot.
Yep. So now OTT definitely needs to take a shot.
Watch for the top of the screen.
Second and 10.
But he's going to go right back towards the guy that just picked him off.
G. Hurd will keep it himself.
Oh, he's got him.
Far sideline, and that's a first down, and smartly gets out of bounds.
That's a good first down.
14:20 to go here in the game. 18-point lead for the Alliance.
So maybe going back to the well for them means going back to the G. Centralized offense. Try to get something to go. Try to get something going with the dual threat.
Well, I mean, look, you've got to do something in this situation, and doing anything.
Walker.
Running the ball, short passes, whatever you could do, get it.
Walker declared on the top of the screen.
What was it,
Chips.
What do we
see? Okay, so
or are they calling it a pitch play, so an incomplete pass?
I don't understand.
13:39 here in the game. The Alliance clinging on to an 18-point lead. Again, a win for the Alliance puts them in a good situation to stay in the fourth spot, which they are currently in coming into today's game, with Siquidit at 1, the Insomniacs at 2, the Outlaws at 3. The Outlaws are on the bye this week, so they will see where their sitting will be at the end of this week. Now, reminder, fans, we will be gone next weekend as we will celebrate the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King, and then be back for the home stretch for the playoffs and the final week of Fall Brawl. But
you know what that means? Spring season's getting closer.
March 24th, we kick it off for our 10th anniversary season of the A7FL.
And I've only got 2 decades over that.
Oh, he wanted to throw it to Earl.
Going for Mallard, incomplete.
He wanted to throw it to...
Which, by the way...
Wait, Mallard?
Yes, Sean Mallard, number 0, for over the top, yes.
Is that the same cat from L.A.? Nah.
No, I don't think so. Could be wrong, but I don't think
Mallard,
so.
Right? That kid was saucy. I think he was way bigger than that.
So in this situation, though, I mean, right now we've got 3rd down and 10. In reality, I mean, if G. Hurd's still back there and playing quarterback, G understands how to let a play develop and then take off from the pocket. So I would like to see him do that again. Getting a first down right here would be the best thing for them. Let's keep the ball moving, keep their defense off the field, not to mention the fact that we know there's going to be run plays coming back.
Shot downfield, and that is
picked off.
Intercepted.
He dropped the ball.
No, he was already down. He was down on one knee.
That looked like it was Latrell Fleming that came away with the interception, number 6.
Incomplete.
No, they're going to say incomplete. Okay.
Incomplete. You got to control it.
No, that was Quentin Claudette, number 5. But they're going to say no, he did not maintain possession, and the pass is incomplete.
We're going to get a second look at that one here in a second.
Not really.
Let's see if they're going
Or
to.
not.
Let's see if they're going to.
If we can get that replay
Looks like they're going to.
one
We're
more
going to get that
time.
replay. Looks like they're going to challenge this.
I thought it was a catch.
Well, it looks like they're going to challenge.
We got a replay of their celebration.
Okay, can we get another look at this real quick, guys?
Nope.
I think they're probably gonna take a look at this
Behind the scenes,
yep.
back in Jersey.
and let us know what's going on.
So far, OTT's going back to the original offense, which is G-Erd RPO.
Which
And it's official. We have a challenge by the Alliance. They are challenging that they maintain possession of the interception.
which was a question mark because he
Yes.
was down on one knee
Yeah.
with a guy holding on to him, which would give me the thought that he had possession. So it's very hard because we're not seeing a replay right now. We're going off of what we saw originally.
Yes.
So it's a very difficult situation to call, and I'm kind of interested in seeing what happens with this.
Again, fans, coming up at the top of the hour of the match you have been waiting for. The Insomniacs, sick with it. Some would call this round number 9, as they'll meet for the third time. First time in the fall brawl. Both teams unbeaten. Both teams at 2-0, of course. The huge point differential for Sikwita as they pitched 2 shutouts so far. And the Insomniacs doing what they do best even when they don't have a full roster, which is still being better than everybody else, of course. Scotty can't wait for this game. Chris can't wait for this game. I can't wait for this game to see the heavyweight fight between Sick and the Insomniacs.
Yes.
And that is an interception for the Alliance. And Quentin Claudette will get credit for the INT. And the ball goes back to the Alliance with 11:42 to go here in the fourth quarter.
That might be
30-12 is the score. Double A Anthony Alvarez, Chris Schoolhouse Rock Vera, and the Vikings Scott McCorkle here
That'd be
with
me.
you in this booth at Bonanza High, trying to stay as warm as we can possibly can.
Yeah, you can just shorten that to SHR.
Although some people might not get that abbreviation.
Well, if we're saying it a couple of times.
RKO.
Yeah, it's kind of like that I'm looking at. Kind of like the
Scott.
RKO.
Scott hears voices in his head.
I know I hear voices in mine all the time. I just don't always pay attention to them.
Which,
I repeat what they say.
by the way, Mr. Vera, I know we are a week away from that, but happy early anniversary, my friend.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Congratulations to you and Tammy.
I appreciate that.
Incredible.
And also to my very good friend and brother, Debo Chris Monroe, my brother, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And here is Fox.
Steps out of bounds.
Steps out of bounds with 11:28 to go here in the game.
I think he
Set the
might have
edge
gotten
very well.
a yard.
And it looks like the Alliance are going to lean on that run game, which they have done all afternoon to run this clock out. Which the lead is 18, which even if they were to score here, it would not put it in a running clock situation because it would not be a 28-point deficit. It would only be a 26-point deficit.
Well, I hope they hurry with this play call because looks like they're going to get a delay of game.
Yeah, they're really taking, which is good strategy.
It's close, though.
It helps you waste the clock.
And emotion?
Wow.
Toss to Ficatulli. And Ficatulli. Oh, nice job.
Nice block.
Nice block by Mr. Branch and Crown and a good game.
Good finish.
And a first down for the Alliance. And again, the Alliance have been able to run the ball at will seemingly here this afternoon. As we're now under 10.5 minutes to go in this contest with a 30-12 lead for the Alliance. Again, the Alliance, if they win, pretty much puts them in good shape to make the playoffs. Of course, as you know, it's the Final Four in this tournament-style setting here in the Fall Brawl. Top 4 teams will meet on the 28th of January, and the championship game will be decided on February the 4th.
Yeah.
And here is Wilson, and Wilson gets
Shakes
across
off
the
one.
25.
We got G's limping really bad again.
Oh, that's not good.
I wonder if he hit knees with somebody.
Oh, that's got to.
Yeah, no.
Especially in this type of weather, that does not. No, that's the last thing you want is kneecaps to.
Cracked a kneecap doing that.
Oh, that just gave me chills. Oh boy, 9.5 to go. Third.
He's got metal in his leg. Imagine what it feels like for the other guy.
Oh goodness gracious.
Well, that is if he hit the one that has the metal in it.
Touche.
9:20 to go. 2nd and 4. And it's a give to Sims. And Sims gets wrapped up at the 30, and the mouthpiece goes flying.
Somebody sniffed that out pretty well, but he still was able to manage to get a couple yards on that play.
Indeed. 9 minutes to go here in the game. 30-12 in favor of the Alliance. Which, again, the Alliance will get their second win should the lead hold on, which will put them in good shape. And would basically make OTT have to really win next week, or they just might be eliminated for the fall brawl season.
We'll see what happens. We got 57 limping pretty bad, too.
Crown in motion.
Hand
Give
off
back
up
to
the
Fika
middle.
Thule to the
gets a
35,
first down.
and that's another first down for the Alliance. And the Alliance just trying to move the ball, keep the clock going, keep the clock moving.
It would seem like all the Alliance is doing right now is they're just taking advantage of that soft center for OTT and running the ball up the middle.
Well, if it's working, by all means, use it.
Not sure. I'm not sure why that was so funny to Scotty, but that's all right. Oh man, it's always fun. Always fun.
And there goes Crown. There goes Crown on a nice run. Interesting.
Man, that wind is just whipping up sometimes.
It's terrible.
Well, hopefully those that are watching on Caffeine TV and YouTube, if you do hear the wind noise in the background, we do apologize for that. But if you can hear us, we are glad you can hear us. With 7:22 to go in the game, it is all Alliance. Once they take the lead, they have not looked back.
I see some insomnia.
There we go with the run up the middle again.
And there is Fika
That's gonna be
Thule
a first
again,
down.
and another first down for the Alliance. And I'll tell you what, as much times as the three of us have fussed about clock management, this is great clock management by the Alliance.
Great control.
Well, they're doing the right thing.
Run the ball.
They are basically, they've lined up. They've basically told OTT, this is what we're doing.
Stop
it if you can. And right now, OTT has not been able to stop it.
It's been Crown, it's been Martin, it's been Thule, it's been Williams, it's been Sims, it's been Fox. Right now, it's Martin in the backfield. Crown comes in motion. Toss to Martin. There goes Martin. Cutting up the middle. Martin gets in the middle again, refusing to go down. Still on his feet, inside the 35. Mr. Martin is just running like a madman today.
I understand.
Those feet were going.
I understand when you're trying to strip the ball. If you tackle him by the ball, but don't just let him get away.
No. I mean, just look at this. The patience. The patience to just keep the feet moving. And I mean, the Ramses are trying to do everything to knock the ball away. But Martin just refuses to go down.
That was the epitome of I am not stopping.
Almost reminded me a little bit of Mike Allstott with the way he was running the ball. Again, it's Wilson back in the field.
He backed
Here
away.
comes Wilson up the middle. Wilson still on his feet. Wilson.
Now that's a rare miss.
To the 25.
That's
a rare miss. And honestly, I like the Ramsey brothers, but that should have been a penalty. He dove at his legs.
Well,
like they made contact shoulder to shoulder, but like that dive motion, can't do that.
Yeah, actually, you know what? If your first move is to wrap up high and you get pushed down the body,
I don't know if that's what happened.
Well, I can't call it either because I didn't see it.
I wasn't paying attention good
Ball
enough.
at the 25-yard line as the Lions on a very great time-consuming, time-controlled drive. Marching up the field, utilizing the run game. And right now it is Martin back in the backfield. Crown comes in motion. Give his to
Dive.
Martin up the middle. Martin
Oh,
still on his
oh.
feet.
He almost got it that
Almost
time.
got the ball
Almost
out.
got the ball,
Almost
but he
got the
kept
ball
on
out.
to it. As the Mr. Packer comes by to say hello, as Sick and the Insomniacs get ready to do battle here at the top of the hour.
As we are freezing ourselves, and the guys are coming up to see what's going on.
Then we got some more
We got
guys.
Sick with it players showing up. We got some Insomniacs over there.
Got Drew
We're in
coming-
for one of the best games of the season.
Got Drew coming in saying hello with his camera, doing his camera work.
I know the production crew did not Uber Eats McDonald's.
Yeah, they did.
Dang.
Martin in the backfield gets it again, and Martin up the middle, still on his feet, fighting, and
Oh,
the
we got a
flag
flag.
comes down.
Hands to the face? What?
I don't know.
It's on the Alliance. It's coming back for sure.
From the backside, yeah, it's got to be holding.
Yep, it is.
Holding from the backside.
Yep, holding on, holding on the offense.
Oh, on the offense.
Well, maybe
I thought that's what he just said.
I said the flag came in from the backside.
That's what he said.
A flag.
I just said the flag is down, and it's coming back because it's against the Alliance,
See, I mushed them together.
which I saw from the official on the far side by the sticks.
We call that a Viking remix.
Maybe we should Uber eat some food up here.
You know,
Man, let me tell you,
I don't know.
Uber Eats delivers.
Yeah, they do.
I just don't know that I want McDonald's, but yeah,
Doesn't
that's
have-
just me.
doesn't have-
I just
be,
feel
though.
like the French fries are so good hot, but with the wind up here,
Yeah, but you know who got the contract for McDonald's fries? Bill Gates. I ain't eating nothing that man makes. Anyway,
they made mosquito fries now.
3:58 to go here in the game. The Alliance with a very great time control drive, and OTT will use one of their timeouts.
Large fries come with a free vaccine.
Stop it. 30 to 12.
yeah, you could get dual.
30 to 12, the Alliance. And basically the story of this game has been the run game of the Alliance, as they have ran the ball at will with Matal Wilson, with Martin, number 22, along with Nafis Sims, number 7, and, of course, Deion Fox at quarterback, and sprinkling some Crown and some Ficatuli. I mean, it's been a plethora of guys from the Alliance running the ball very effectively here this afternoon.
But you know what the situation with
love.
this? The situation with this is the Alliance tries to claim that fourth spot in the playoffs. Nobody's going to want to meet them. Nobody's going to want to go up against them. I mean, their offensive line is making holes for these running backs.
Correct.
So
Turning shoulders.
exactly.
Like we
and
talked about.
you have nobody, and Scotty will smile when I say this. Nobody's getting penetration to stop the run.
And
So
this,
it's been interesting.
And this from the control center, the Alliance have over 300 yards rushing.
Whew.
Man, it sounds like my life.
And
I mean, I'm very interested to see.
Edward Martin has more yards than the entirety of OTT.
Wow.
Here's Tully. Right
Oh,
side,
there we
and a
go.
great tackle by Ramsey. Keith Ramsey started it, and his teammates finished it.
So it's interesting, we just talked about this, and we just said, oh, well, nobody from OTT is getting the penetration to stop the run, and yet what happens? We turn around, and that's exactly what they do.
3:44 to go and counting, and OTT will use another timeout trying to preserve the clock.
Well, I'm kind of surprised that OTT is taking a timeout in this situation. It is 30 to 12 with 3 minutes to go. I mean, it's going to be tough for them to make a comeback in this game, if not impossible.
Correct. So strategizing on the Alliance sideline as OTT trying to maintain whatever time remains to try to salvage, which more than likely will end their season as far as the playoffs go. And for the Alliance, it will help maintain their fourth spot in the playoffs. Or actually, technically,
So
I think it will put them in third, given the fact that the Outlaws have the week off. But we will go through all that as we get ready for the next game, which, of course, we've been talking about it.
I was going to
been
say,
anticipating it.
can you remind me what the Alienators have to do to take over the Alliance?
We will go through all that. And
Appreciate
Fox
it.
is going to put it up, and he's going to man wide open, and he drops it.
the ball.
Oh, man.
That's going to be a long ride home.
He had Manuel Estrada, and, I mean, that was as well of a thrown ball in these conditions as you can have it.
Into
But
the
it's-
wind, dropped a dime.
But
Hey, you
Estrada
know
just
what?
cannot hold on to it.
Estrada, drop and give me 10. That should have been caught.
You need more than that.
Well, he would have been. It would have been 6 points. So if
Yeah,
you want
it
to go,
would've.
if you want to go that route, then let's just say drop and give me 36.
And I mean, that was a beautifully thrown ball by Deion Fox. You couldn't place it and put it any better.
I mean, he couldn't run out there and hand it to him any better.
No, he couldn't.
So I'm not sure why. Probably sitting there. I've been there before where you're sitting there going, ball, come on.
Fox, screen to Martin. Oh, great blocking by the Alliance. Great patience by Martin. Reverses his field and still on his feet as he's dropped down at the 20.
But it's going to be 4th down and a mile. Or was that?
Now it's 4th down. That was just 3rd.
Okay.
But they could go for 3 if they want to. And that is a huge thing that they could do. They've already scored 3 already here today.
Very true. And, I mean, if it looks like, hold on. Looks like the ref is, we might be going for that.
They might
3.
be going for 3. Yeah, they are. Looks like it's going to be a 3-point opportunity.
3-point try from the 5-yard line.
For the Alliance
Not
to try
mad at
to
it. Make it 33.
To make this a 30. The booth as the Alliance will go to 2-1 and OTT trying to get in the end zone one more time to show some pride before their season is officially over and they'll be reduced to the role of spoiler as the Hunters are going to try to do that tonight later on in the nightcap with the Alienators, I beg your pardon.
I was going to say.
Really
All those A names get me.
Right. Alienators, Alliance.
So,
Magana in a quarterback.
got to make a quick play here because he's got a free rusher.
Got to make the first move,
Going
Conway.
downfield, looking for Earl.
Dive for the ball. You wouldn't have caught it, but show me some effort.
I would have done for it. I would have got my Steve Largent on.
I just want to see some effort.
Steve Largent, one of the best guys to die for a football in those type of situations. And he was doing that on the real AstroTurf.
Up in Seattle.
It's easy
Gotta
to
love
say
it.
up here with a busted meniscus.
Yeah, and there's nothing like those carpet burns, let me tell you.
Ooh.
I've already
I don't
shown
step on. I
I've
do
already
not
shown
step.
you my elbow where it's permanent.
I don't step on the turf without being fully covered up.
I used to love the
It protects from sunburns and turf burns.
I used to love the old Kingdom.
Sour cream citizen.
Magana
Two free
going
runs.
deep again.
Out of bounds.
Incomplete, looking for Darius Robinson.
You could say take another second and like try and place it better, but the rush is there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look, the only thing they can go with right now are go routes. I mean, realistically, that's all they've got. I'm not sure why they took the timeout. It's an incomplete pass with a minute 52 to go. But,
and they have no timeouts yet again.
But in this situation,
because they know if they don't make this, Alliance, they're just going to run the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically,
because all you need is one first down and you got it.
One first down, and then you do the greatest play in football, victory formation.
But you know what's interesting?
They're
You
gonna
don't
throw a bomb.
you don't see guys doing victory formation.
No, they're going to throw it up.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Throw Hail Mary, get them points.
Yep. They're going to try to score again
I
because
would
know
do
the point differential.
Do the grimy
huge.
thing and fake the kneel and throw the bomb.
Like Dan Marino. 4th and 10. They need the 50 for a first down. Magana back to throw. Takes a shot deep again, looking for Ramsey. Incomplete. And the ball goes back to the Alliance. And the Alliance can just run out the clock, get a first down, and will go to 2-1 and keep their playoff hopes well alive. As again, you need 4 to get in. And currently at the standings at the beginning of this broadcast, they were the number 4 seed, the Alliance, that is. The Outlaws, 3 seed there on the bye week. And, of course, the top 2 seeds in the fall brawl are getting ready to hook them up.
I'm going to continue
22 minutes.
I'm going to continue to say it, but I think losing Savion sucks. But I think Yodi Mack was the bigger loss for OTT's team as a whole. He filled so many spots on this team that it's hard to replace a guy like that.
You can also say that about
Savion does have that home run ability, but
you can also say that about William Perry also.
Yeah, but Perry only showed up for half the game.
True.
Love Perry.
There's
work
Wilson.
Is work.
That is true. Wilson gets a nice run.
Sorry,
forced out of bounds by Ramsey.
As soon as you said Wilson, the first thing that popped in my mind for whatever reason. Wilson. But anyway.
Castaway, yes.
Yes.
The volleyball. Again, top of the hour.
In real life.
The Insomniacs, and the Sick With It. Looking forward to that game as, I mean,
well, we got a penalty flag down
delay
now.
a game?
I don't know what they're calling.
Knees hurt.
What are we calling? I'm not sure what the referee is pointing to at this point, and I haven't seen any hand signals to see what they're calling. So let's get the white cap, talk to the ref, and find out exactly what they're going to be calling so we can relay that to everybody watching.
And there is a discussion at the 40-yard line between the Zebras.
Looks like he's explaining something to them, so let's see what happens. They're waving it
waving
off.
the flag, okay.
Waving it off.
Even they didn't know.
Waving off the flag. All right.
So, Laundry was picked up.
Laundry was picked up.
We got a minute 42 to go in the game.
And now it is Nafiz Sims at quarterback.
Now, I'm curious here because I think that, why risk an injury? Let's just take a knee. I mean, that would be the smart play. Victory formation and take a knee.
And Jeremiah Branch just declared himself eligible.
Big man with football.
Big man with football indeed. It is Martin, the lone back. Again, Sims at quarterback. And Edward Martin, who has ran the ball very well today in the backfield. Again, Jeremiah Branch just declared himself eligible one more time. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line.
Got a man in motion.
That is Wilson in motion. Caught by Crown.
Little bubble screen.
Still on his feet. Inside, first down. And if they want to, the Alliance can kneel the ball right here and get themselves a victory.
Point differential.
And I know. And that's the big thing.
Yes.
They're going to try to find the end zone one more time to add to that point differential, as that is the big key when trying to qualify for the playoffs here in the Fall Brawl, which, again, the playoffs, the Final Four, will be on January the 28th, and the championship for the Fall Brawl will be February the 4th. And then the road to repeat for the Insomniacs begins on March the 24th as we celebrate our 10th season, our 10th anniversary of the American Sevens Football League. Sims in a quarterback. Give back to Martin. Why not? Martin to the 20. As the under a minute is going on here, the clock is ticking. as the Alliance, knowing they'll get the win, but it looks like they're going to try to find the end zone one more time. Since you're at the 20, do you take a shot at the end zone?
I mean, if you're at the 20, you might as well. I think that what they're looking at, sir, we've got 20 seconds to go in the game. I mean, yes, they're probably going to take a shot here, would be my guess. I don't think they're going to run it.
Barring a penalty, this should be the last play of the game. Caught big man with football, and Jeremiah Branch laterals it to Wilson
touchdown.
for a touchdown.
Touchdown.
He did it. He did that. Go ahead, big man. Barbecue with the sauce on it.
So here it is again.
That was funny. If we could see the replay, watch 97. One of the brothers, watch 97. Oh, it's actually kind of funny because he was trying to hold his hands to keep him from doing exactly that.
And Wilson,
Barbecue
right
with
spot,
the sauce on
right time, as big man Jeremiah Branch laterals it to Wilson, and Wilson finds the end zone. And it is 36-12.
Whoever said this game isn't fun, you haven't been watching long enough.
No, you haven't.
Put that meat in your smoker.
Right? Smoke that meat. Yep. I'm telling you. These guys are, the love of the game is one thing, but this is just another thing. This is taking it to another level. When you have plays like this.
Sims rolling out, looking, throwing.
Oh.
And that is incomplete as he was looking for
number 52, which was
Adrian
Adrian
Carrillo. Try to roll your R's.
Carrillo.
8 seconds to go, so we'll have one untimed 3-on-1 throw off, and perhaps one more play after that, and then the Alliance will wrap it up with a 36-12 lead.
Now this is going to be interesting because guess what the Alliance is doing? Throwing into the wind.
Yeah, they are.
So this could be. Well, hold on. This is who they have returning?
Oakley.
Big man returning.
It's not the first time. Because they got to throw into the wind, so they're giving him ball in hand.
Pretty much. And just for everybody who's watching, no, you cannot change out if he doesn't get it to the 25. And he does easily. Wow, that's a nice throw.
Uh-oh.
Get on that ball. Get on that ball.
And picks up the ball.
Woo.
Big man rolling on the ground with
Big man
ball.
almost had football.
Big man almost lost football.
But big man rolled on the football.
It's a lot of big men out there.
Yeah. There is.
Stop it. Got to be careful what you say around Scott.
I didn't say anything.
No, it's a smile.
That's what she said.
Again.
It's the smile.
See? There we go. Like I said.
I have a pretty smile.
Okay.
Barring
It's
a
been
penalty-
rearranged a couple
barring
times.
a defensive,
I talk too much.
Barring a defensive penalty, this should be the last play of the game. And
8.7 seconds to go.
here they go trying to strategize. The final play of the game.
Oh, sick with it. Won't wave at me right now.
Gee, I wonder why.
So with this win, so that is a
There's a lot of them.
24-point lead. So if you add that to the point differential, they came in at a +4, did the Alliance, so that would put them at a 28.
Yep. Here we go with the.
Razzle dazzle.
No, he fumbled it.
He fumbled it. And that's
that's
going
it.
to end the
That's
game.
the ball game.
That's
the
it.
ball game.
And the final score will be 36-12. The Alliance get their
Bing bong.
second win of the season.